to the session.
The link to what?
To
You're in the
what?
game.
No, to the fucking not to the session, like to the live stream, the VOD.
Oh, right. The current or the...
Yeah,
Oh.
right now.
Okay, give me a fucking...
Oh,
Give me a second.
he wants to
One
fucking
second.
post in the chat. He's gonna post like big stinky, or like something like that.
There you
Big
go.
penis. Fuck.
Okay.
Biggest.
I just saw someone write something on. I don't know who it was, but I saw you write it, and it says, "I am in pure fucking misery. You know fucking who." What does that mean? Who are you?
Who?
Who is
If
it?
we go
Tell
down,
me who wrote it.
go down together.
Tell
I
me who
put
wrote
this
it.
in the fuck-
I'm
Yeah,
certainly
we'll
not
just,
in
like,
misery. I'm eating chicken parm.
All right, so
hell
Chris has
yeah.
been ruled out, so it's one of you fuckers. One of you.
What?
yeah, we'll just,
I'll
like-
Well,
tell
I
you
mean, I
what.
totally
There you go.
wrote it. I totally.
There you go, Vice. Here's episode 11.
Yeah, cause you're being fucking weird. Like, what the fuck is this weird link?
Don't worry about it.
There we go. I'm worrying about it.
Why you
I'm worrying
why you
about
need
it.
to stream it anyways?
I don't need to stream it. I just want to send it to somebody so they can watch.
Ah,
Okay. And so I'm beginning my session. Last time, some things happened that not all of you are aware of. The party was split up for several days. I believe it was Jorlin, Crimson, Bonnie, and Kaito. We had detailed their adventures for 3
And
days
Noodle.
of travel. And Noodle, of course, he was there as well.
Don't forget, Doodle.
The party was split up by this massive purple worm that had broken through the floor and caused this massive cave-in, kind of shifting around all these rocks and separating them. However, you guys still had a communication, as Asha happened to have the spell sending a message. Either or.
both.
And thus you guys were able to communicate long distance. Boy, using her as like a kind of radio transmitter-esque thing. So that's nice. Using Crimson's gigantic brain, you guys have kind of found a path that kind of intersects upon where each of you would meet. And so we are starting the session with Darkus Genlin. And they're going to be traveling through the Underdark with their intrepid band of NPC companions.
Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
good to
We
me.
got the
And
juice.
it's
Starting-
just me. This is great. A father-son bonding
Fa- no,
experience.
no,
It is a
father's-
father and son bonding experience for 3 days.
Father, son, with Mev, and the 2 NPCs.
Yes, the fish lady is also there, counting among the NPCs. Now.
Ash is
Okay.
Kaito's daughter, and oh god,
Stool!
Stool. Yes, and Darthethify. Oh boy,
Oh,
Darthethify. Yeah. And that is how we are starting session. If you guys are wondering for context, what had happened. For day 1, your friends have just been swallowed by like a massive hole which a purple had made. Not by a purple worm, thankfully, just by its modus of travel.
Okay,
They
gotcha.
had slid down its tunnel and into the abyss, nowhere to be seen, only to contact you moments later to let you know, hey, we're okay. We didn't die from falling. We're fine.
Gotcha. Understood. So if that's the case, and you said like it's like a cave-in that's stopping us, like we can't like walk through like a specific section of tunnel that's caved out, or is it like holy shit, there's a 300-foot long black hole that I don't know where it goes? Like, is it one of those situations?
There's like this massive hole in the ground. In combination with that, there's like a bunch of fucking rocks just strewn. The seismic activity this worm was causing has since stopped. Miraculously, you came out uninjured.
Gotcha. Is there anything stopping us from just going down that hole and meeting them?
Aside from the fact it's like almost 300 feet deep, not really.
But they lived, right?
They did.
Yeah, they left.
Did they live through the use of Featherfall? I think that's something we'd ask in Ascending. Or did they live through natural means by like
They
just
did
making
not
fucking-
live through.
we fucking slid.
They did not live through. They did not live through natural means. they would have had to. They probably used something like Featherfall, or they had slid into some kind of terrain formation that, or perhaps their fall cushioned by something. Regardless, you probably wouldn't make it down there. If you're wondering how long it would take to scale down, it would take quite some time. If you wanted to scale down, you could, but the party has let you know like that there's another place that you guys can meet up. Essentially, it'll take almost the exact same amount of time. So by the time you get down there, they'll probably have been proceeding if time flows in the way that we think it does. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
We can head
Sorry.
path besides my bear form. Smells like wet dog.
Well, yeah, it's just I don't know. Trying to think up a way to get together as soon as possible because a lot of people seemed hesitant to split up, but I'm with you. We could just meet them 3 days from now. Just a little nerve-wracking, you know?
It's fine. I can try my best to aid us.
Gotcha.
I'm not much for caves. But hopefully, all in all, we don't all fall into a hole. Does anybody have any songs that we can sing while we travel? No. Oh wait, we should be quiet. Never mind. Well, I suppose.
I get it.
Yeesh.
91 bottles of rum on the wall, 99 bottles of rum. Take one down, pass it around.
Instead of songs, maybe we could play a walking game or just a traveling game and just try to point out things that we see or something like that, you know? Anybody got any of those?
Walking
Yes.
games.
Darteth will like
Yeah.
raise his hand a little bit. He's like, I might have something.
Yeah, like what?
All right, I'm going to describe an object, in which I want you have to see if you can find it with your eyes.
So I spy.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But the problem with I spy while we're moving is it will always be in sight. I don't know.
I have a game idea.
I spy with my eye something gray.
It's a
and
rock.
hard. It's a rock.
What's your idea, Dad?
We could play a game where I pick an item in my bag and you all have 20 questions or 10 or whatever to guess what that item is.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a fun game. I like that.
Okay, turn around. Let me stop moving for a second. Let me find it.
Okay.
We find an object.
Obvious. Okay, I got one.
Okay. We have 20 questions. Is it a weapon?
No.
Okay.
Is it an object?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a piece of clothing?
No.
Okay.
Is it sharp?
Not even a little bit.
Would it classify under equipment?
No.
Okay.
The game kind of goes on like this for a little as you guys are making travel.
He doesn't want to hear us guess it the rest of the way.
No, I kind of don't. I want to
Okay. What was the item, Chris?
What was the item?
The item was a 4-leaf clover.
No shot I was getting that.
No. Like I don't know. It's really funny that like this is like the context of what you guys are traveling. I think that's hilarious. Okay. I'm fucking sorry. I love you guys.
You're not sorry.
Fuck.
To be fair, it would be I Spy, but it's everything's rocks.
Very true. Everything is rocks.
You know what else is rock?
Let's see here.
Do we
Your mom.
find anything between our 0 to 3 day span of getting to our
Yeah, you probably
rendezvous
will.
point?
Yeah, you probably will. I might have a handy table that tells me if you do or not.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
If you want, I can.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a situation whether you were like, no, I'm gonna DM.
Oh, no,
rule,
I'm
like,
running 3
party gets
days.
together. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you and your dad have 3 days. If you're
You're fine.
wondering how I usually run NPC interactions, let you guys interact with them rather than me impromptu just like bombarding
Gotcha.
you with dialogue. So
Gotcha.
if you want me to play a specific NPC, please call out which one you play
Gotcha.
for. Love you. That's how
You're
I
good.
prefer to do
I was
it.
just wondering what would be easiest for you. That's all.
As you guys are kind of meandering down the tunnel, playing this game, Genlin, as you're about to like reveal the secret, this has probably gone on for like maybe like an hour, like if no one really guessing this object. You like you could be like, it's a claw. Like before you can even say those words, suddenly this like massive stream of just hot gas like rushes up from like this fissure down below, like right in front of your face. And I'd like you to make me a quick dexterity check. Saving throw, sorry.
5.
You are like suddenly blasted in the face by hot steam that comes out of this steam vent underneath you. Blows in your face and deals you 3 fire damage. Hooray!
Oh, good heavens!
Owie.
When that happens, I'm gonna like step forward, like kind of in front of them, and like listen out as like hard as I can, and try to kind of impromptu using blind fighting. Like, am I able to get a sense of where like some of these geysers are?
You kind of like get a sense for this passageway, kind of looking further down it for like the other kind of fissures. You can notice like other areas of the walls that are like been cut into. However, not all of them contain active steam. You like searching like where the stuff might be. I'd like you to make me a quick perception, nature or investigation check. Either would be good with.
Perception. Nature.
Any one of you guys can make it. You can do so with advantage because you have quite a few NPCs at your disposal, which would be
Gotcha.
helping you do this adventure. So have advantage.
That burned 2 decades off my beard.
Indeed, Genlin. 17.
Oh, I just rolled normally, but
18. Unless you wanted to roll with advantage. I don't know. Will Nat crit
there's
get you
that
anything?
20 right there. Oh, just 22.
Oh, well, that's a 22, so that's beyond good.
What the fuck
Is this?
What the
Hi.
fuck?
is this?
Okay.
You're saying.
You
What's
going?
hated here?
You going?
Yo,
Kind of
is
God,
one
sensing
of the
underneath the ground,
NPCs
like where things
streaming?
like might sensing
Oh my
underground where like
fuck.
this steam is coming from, seeing where all these steam vents kind of lead. You're able to kind of expertly navigate this tunnel. As it turns out, like the steam is kind of all located within these vents being let out in these fissures as they begin to gather pressure. All of which is coming from this natural stream that leads further ahead. And as you travel forward, you actually do see this underground stream. It is like almost boiling. Although that's easily crossed, there's like a bunch of rocks and stuff like that on the way. So like it's not really an obstacle, but it is just an underground feature, just this large pool of boiling water, creating these steam vents that naturally occur underground.
Well, that looks treacherous to cross. Like if we slip, we'll fall into scalding water.
Yes, but quite beautiful. How scalding is it? Is it like what
It
burned
is.
me, or is it like a hot spring?
This is like enough to boil pasta. It would probably hurt to climb into. It would probably burn you quite a lot if you were to linger in it for too long. But it probably wouldn't be that bad. Like if you were to like fall into it, you'd probably get hurt a little bit, and then you'd be able to crawl out and be fine.
And
I
you
was just
said,
looking for hot springs. That's all. I'm
and
just-
you
That's
said
pretty-
that
Unfortunately,
these,
a little too toasty.
and you said that these rocks are like within like reaching distance, like we're able to cross this fairly easily. You
It's
said?
like a rock bridge, kind of that like leads. Bridge in like a loose sense, more like a combination of large stones, that kind of
Gotcha.
blockade its passage, even slightly. Although it has like gaps and stuff for which it flows through. Less a dam or something to walk across.
And just because if something does surprise us halfway across walking across this bridge, it'd be a little upsetty spaghetti. I'm gonna do detect magic is my for my fearable magic trait, and see if there's anything lurking in the water.
You may also roll me an active perception check, as you had just mentioned that you're searching
Oh.
for hidden things.
Hang
So
on,
detect
my
magic
stuff.
plus. Yes, thank you, Dorcas. You do actually see some stirrings of life, believe it or not. They're very small, but they're there. Small little tiny fish kind of lurk inside the water. It seems like they're unbothered by the heat. If anything, they are thriving within it. A good like net throw, and you might be able to catch quite a few of them.
Oh, we got a
if
net
you
off
wanted
of
to go
the
fishing.
off the sanguine looking motherfuckers, the big fishy men.
Yes.
Do I get the net won't burn, right? Like it's like you said, it's like pasta
It's
water.
not gonna. It's pasta
like
water.
pa-
It's not gonna
pasta.
catch on fire and burn away.
I'll nudge Dad and be like, "There's fish down there. I see him with our fearbook magic. They seem to be like unbothered by the heat. Might be a neat little catch."
Yeah, I mean, considering our journey started with fishing, this is kind of ironic.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Do you think if I really studied this fish and really looked at its anatomy, that I could turn into one of these fish and hunt it from inside the water as a predatory version of the fish?
You are indeed a druid. However, coming up with new animal a bit advanced. Turning into that animal though is entirely different. You've learned to turn into an underwater krill, which is going to have immunity to fire, 1 hit point, and at least a 60 swim speed. That's about it.
Underwater
Uh,
krill?
Yes.
Wait, it's immunity to fire?
Some kind of underground krill. Sorry, underground krill. Immunity to
Wait,
fire damage.
what a min-max like thing to get to, because think about it, like lava's about to fall on us, you turn into an underground krill and you just fly through it. That's nuts. Wait, I like that.
They're just like strange, kind of weird little
Yeah.
krill creatures with like a very hardened shell.
I fuck with that.
From what you can tell about them, they are just like kind of swimming around, actively breeding and feeding off of algae inside the.
Okay, so
Swimming in lava might be really hard because it's kind of a very thick thing. Regardless of if they can survive in it, they definitely are attuned to swimming around in even the hottest of waters, though.
gotcha.
I still have in my inventory incredibly long stick.
Yes.
Can I like sharpen the end of that and just make a pokey hunty stick?
Unfortunately, too small to be hunted with spear, but small enough that net would probably catch all of them.
Yeah, I
We'll
wanna.
just hit it.
Do we have anything that we could like hold them in water? I kind of want to like bring some of them with us. As stupid as that sounds, like a pet fish.
You guys
How
have
big are they?
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm
like,
sure our water will not be.
are they like goldfish size?
They are even smaller. They are
So
very
they're
tiny.
very, very tiny.
They're like
Okay.
very, very tiny.
And
They
how
are,
big
like,
is an oil flask?
big enough to carry a bunch of them.
I'm gonna dump out the oil flask, be very careful with the way that I wash it, and then use the flask itself to like scoop up some of the fish with some of the hot water and like bring it with us.
Add bottle full of underwater krill to your inventory.
Flask of fish.
Underground krill, Kenny. They're underground krill.
Not underwater, they're already in water.
And I want to
Underground.
use, because I already used like half of the oil flask earlier, so I think it makes sense to just dump it out. And I want to dump out one of my 2 ink bottles and fill it with like the algae that I can to feed them.
My God, you're so nice. You're already a good fish owner.
Make it Papa Brown.
Make it Papa Brown. In terms of any kind of active, nothing jumps out at you or like tries to get you. Ooga booga.
Gotcha. 'Cause that's what I was scared about, but I'm even happier to
Didn't
find
sense
special
anything
fish.
with magic, hence I didn't really mention anything. There's nothing magical here, just the beauty of nature.
Is there like, is this towards the end of our day? Like, or like.
Yeah, this is near the end of it. This is like you guys find the stream, you guys fish, chill out, and then by then it's probably coming to a close. You guys are getting tired and kind of slugging a little bit as you guys try to continue forward. Perhaps even wanting to rest by the stream itself, perhaps wanting to go.
Yeah, it's probably
a little
like,
bit.
because the caves are always perpetually cold, I'm assuming, and like being around
Yes.
this water, it'd be like super steamy and super warm. So it'd be like
It
a
is
nice-
nice. It is of comfortable temperature.
Yeah, I think that this place would probably be a good place to rest for the evening and whatnot. We can take separate watches between me and Dorcas, I think.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I trust some of my NPCs, but I don't know how much I trust Stool being on a watch.
Stool doesn't feel comfortable being on a watch, even if you want him to be on a watch. He'd probably not want to do it.
And another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is a stupid question. If you have something serious, please address it first, Chris. You're
Go
100%.
ahead.
Does the krill get chilly? Like, does he get like? Because this isn't like a consistent. If I see it, because I have speech of beast and leaf, and so does Chris. So if he's like skirt skirt, I'm uncomfortable. I'd like to like boil his water, kind of, sort of, you know.
Does the curly get chilly?
Does the krilly get chilly?
You're gonna check on him. You're gonna do speech with
Yeah,
you get
I'll
the,
be like,
you get the
"What's up,
general
little
feel
guy?"
that even though he's in the bottle, like he's pretty chilly. Like he's pretty chilling. You know, not chilling as in the bad kind of chilling. He's eating krill, not krill. He's eating the things that you put inside. It.
Cannibalism.
He's
Gotcha.
capitalism.
He's
I
eating the
picked
algae.
3 of them.
Yeah, they're eating the algae. They're having a good time. They're just kind of like as like creatures of the deep. They're having a
Awesome.
good time.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Yeah, they're just having a fun time. They're okay. They have very simple needs and wants, and their food, and then probably getting a nice fishy friend to snuggle.
Gotcha. Sorry to cut off your serious line of questioning, Chris, for to ask about krill questions.
I'm just trying to figure out like if we're good to just do how many watches we would need throughout a night, because if we need multiple, then I have to figure out which NPCs are good for
A
us.
typical watch would consist of one person probably waiting maybe an hour, then another person doing an hour, person doing an hour. The reason you guys usually able to get away with one person doing watch because Crimson doesn't need to sleep. So his method to sleep is kind of like a lot like an elf's in that he only needs to kind of rest his mind rather than rest his body. If that makes sense.
I have a suggestion for a way to sleep, if that's okay. We do 3-hour watches, you know what I mean? And because people only need to rest for 6 hours, 6 hours is all the sleep you need to function.
I think
So,
that's pretty fair.
Me, you, and Asha can trade watches, do a full 9-hour long rest as opposed to an 8-hour by just only having 3 people do it and take like stronger individual shifts, and then we can shell out after the 9 hours.
Yeah.
So you guys take your shifts, you take your sleep, you guys relax, you tend to your fish friend, and then finally all of you guys get your sleep. You all awaken for the morning. Nothing has ambushed you during the night and tried to murder you, thankfully.
Perhaps no murder.
So a new day begins.
What I was the last watch, and I was kind of the last 3 hours, specifically towards the end. I started brewing a morning tea with some herbs that I found
You
along the
brewed a
way.
fucking.
Absolutely not. These fish are treasured. Clearly, it's like I just got my son a goldfish from the fair, and I must not.
Aw.
But yeah, I'm doing my morning create water and making sure everybody gets their nutrients in through my tea.
Thank you.
If we need more food, obviously, good old Barry. But I have some actual little bit of food left. I don't know how
Nice.
everybody else is looking. I personally eat good berries forever. Some people don't like the bland flavor of everything. Good berries taste like everything and nothing at the same time. It's kind of weird.
I'm with you on the good berries. It sounds like a good way to make our ways through this next couple of days. I've got rations that are pretty good on preserves if anyone gets sick of it, like you said.
Also talking outwards to all the people who probably
Yeah,
aren't good berries.
I'm offering it to them now as well. They can have some of my rations if they get sick of good berries.
Kind of going down the line. Darteth has his own rations as well. He hunts during the night. Pretty much every single night he will go out hunting. Regardless of if you guys like kind of do anything or not, he will always go hunt food.
Ashley, meanwhile, kind of does her own thing and gathers stuff and different kinds of supplies. Essentially, all your NPC companions know how to support themselves. The drow knows how to eat down here. Is smart enough to do provisions themselves, so each of them have enough to support them. The only one who doesn't really support themselves or couldn't is Stool, and Stool doesn't really eat. You guys probably think he does. I don't know. Have you guys ever offered Stool food for him to explain to you? He doesn't.
I hope I don't need this, but I'm gonna cast daylight right over top of him, let him soak in the photosynthesis. Oh wait, no, mushrooms don't like light. Fuck, I'm
Underground,
hurting.
dude.
Like shine light on him and be like, shh.
Yeah, you would have noticed it. You're like, oh, mushrooms. Well, you're a druid, you know. You go test them.
Yeah, didn't happen. Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Also, didn't we like pour tea on him, like for him to drink before?
Hey, he sucked it.
Yeah, he sucked it.
Yeah.
He sucked it.
Just give him
Obviously,
water.
I gave him some tea. You know, I would never leave Stool out of the tea. He enjoyed it last
Yeah.
time.
You gave him tea. You give him tea every day. He loves it. He loves you
Aw.
for giving him tea. He enjoys it.
It's now kind of like a ritual. It's a morning ritual. It's every morning.
Weirdly enough, he can actually. Weirdly enough, he can actually taste it, or at least that's what he expresses to you. He can actually kind of taste it.
Hmm.
Which to you means that he can taste a lot of things that are just on his body. Which means if he ever falls in love, then he might actually be able to taste that.
Oh, no. He needs to learn to spell prestidigitation right now. So he never has to eat bad things. Does that mean when he walks, he tastes the ground?
Yeah, that essentially is what that would mean. He tastes everything
gonna
his body touches is like a taste receptor.
I'm gonna take the bottom of my long little overcoat that I have. I'm gonna rip off 2 little strands of fur, and I'm gonna plop
Give
them.
him booties!
I'm wrapping some harder fibers around, and I'm making him little shoes, so he doesn't have to taste rock all the time.
That's like
Little boots.
I'm with
Little
it.
booties! Oh my god!
Booties. Little
That's
booties for
adorable.
mushroom.
If you ever want a break from walking on the ground, just let me know. I'll pop you up on the shoulder. So I'm assuming rock can get a little overwhelming, especially recently. So
He thanks you for your kindness.
hey, you're a member of the team, Stool. Need you just as much as I need my son. We're all a big happy family here.
Stool confides in you that he doesn't really know what he does, but he is happy that he does it.
Thank you, Stool. Thank you for thanking me. Let's get up and moving for the day. I don't want to fall behind. I don't want to make him wait. So let's get some good walking in, everyone. Now, Dorcas, you pick the item this time.
Okay, sounds good. I got one.
Okay, is it the
Is it a
color
rock?
red?
Is it a rock?
No, it's not a rock.
Is it a colored object? Like not a boring color like white, brown, or black.
No, it is not a. It is a boring colored object. To answer that question, I don't know how it. Yeah.
Boring. Somehow I feel like that did not help. Is it? Well, I have 3 options. Is it black?
No.
Is it white?
Yes.
Great. All right, come on, guys. I need some help here. I've gotten narrowed it down. To
Is it a book?
No.
Is it a weapon?
No.
Is it something?
Could I?
No.
Would I?
Is it something
expect
that you
to-
could eat if you tried?
Is it something that you could eat if you tried?
Like I could eat a piece of paper if I tried, or I could eat like cloth if I really tried. But like I
I'm
couldn't
going
eat something with
to-
a sword or something
I'm
hard or
going to
metal.
give you that back because I am of the belief that you can eat anything if you've tried. It just might not be good for you.
Wait, you can eat metal?
I've
Yeah,
heard
it'll just
stories
hurt
of
you.
Sword swallowers.
I
Oh,
have
some
seen them,
strong
but I don't.
You could
I-
probably eat this in some weird fashion. It's not a typical eat though.
Man,
Would I
was your
choke
question,
on it?
Dad?
did this originate from an animal at some point?
Yes, it did originate from an animal at some point.
Is it a bone?
Yes.
Is it a tooth?
Yes.
Is it a specific tooth?
Yes.
From a
It's the
specific
truth.
animal you've hunted in the past.
Yes, a specific animal that I have hunted recently.
Oh, jeez.
Is it a carnivore? Is it sharp?
Yes.
Do I remember with a 14 what we've hunted recently that had teeth that he removed?
You could ask questions and I could tell you how recently I hunted it.
Hmm. Does it have 4 legs?
No,
2
that's a
legs?
tough. Don't 2 legs. It's a bipedal creature.
Was it fearsome?
Yes, very.
Was it a fish?
I could not have beat it on my own.
When did you get it? You see, son. I
And here's a
suffer
hint:
from-
it's something that we have destroyed together.
We've destroyed a lot of things, your son. Doesn't know
What?
them.
What is a fearsome
Like
bipedal?
flashback to everything you've.
What is a fearsome bipedal creature that we have destroyed recently, whereas I have gathered their teeth?
Was it the big demon?
Demon, no.
I remember.
I give up. As I just walk forward faster.
It was the skeletal minotaur, the one that we killed with the gem in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
I caught its teeth. Yeah.
When have I ever remembered anything other than your name and birthday?
I didn't even know
That's
I'm not
fucked up, and we continue on.
I'm joking, kind of.
I am joking.
It's a problem in my old age.
Dementia moment.
That moment your father has dementia.
It's called sometimers.
Sometimes.
Oh my god!
Oh. All right. You guys are meandering through the day, kind of just messing about, continuing forward, having a decent time. You're pretty close to your friends now. Like, according to what Crimson said, you guys are decent close. Have you guys been checking in with them at all, by the way? Asha does spell.
I would
Probably
say
like
we would-
every night.
Yeah,
right?
at least once a day, if not like once in the morning, once at night.
Got you. So who do you want to communicate with? We can do a quick scene with.
Well, we can't communicate with anyone. It has to be Asher, right?
Yeah. But you guys she can tell you what they said.
Okay,
Yeah.
Asher.
Through that, I'll just let you guys talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Using
I
Asha's.
gotcha.
Let her be your walkie-talkie.
I gotcha.
That we can speak with the head of the group, which would probably be Crimson in the way that he navigates. So he probably knows the most about where he is at. We can and whatnot. So give Crimson a ring.
Okay. And we are limited to the amount of words that we could use, correct? This isn't just
25.
like a... Okay.
You have to send your message first, and then he responds in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. Asha, you need to say this. Oh, man, I'm bad at this. Dad, do you want to try?
Say these words exactly as I say.
Okay.
We still alive. How how are things with you? I actually don't need all 25.
Why say many word when few word do trick?
Many word bad, few word good.
Bunga bunga.
So Asher relays your message, and it reaches Crimson. Crimson, you hear it in your ears. You hear Genlin. His words reach you. They emanate throughout your entire head. What do you say back, or do you say nothing back?
It's like I'm just thinking. Hold up.
Crimson, this mind flare is really fucking bothering me. What?
This mind flayer is bothering. What type of trouble did they run into?
We got gold.
You're so.
I forgot that that's what the cat sounded like for a second, and I'm like, did they mean
You
another
know.
one?
So,
No,
so what he responds with is doing all right. Beware of more Grell, kind Illithid close by. We're on the right path. See you all in 2 days.
Kind Illithid close by. That's interesting.
All right, and so you guys continue onward, correct?
Gotcha.
Remember,
Yes.
beware of more grell.
Okay.
Beware of Morgrel. Very smart.
Very cool.
That is something that I'm going to actively be trying to perceive throughout the day.
Grell?
Yes. They're the stony looking boys that
Oh,
were.
also,
gonna-
wait, because no, I have like a few more words. Also,
The
beware of
chicken.
lava.
Beware of Naga. Okay, cool. Beware
Lava.
of Grell. Beware of Naga.
Lava.
Lava. Ooh.
Lava,
Not
not
Naga.
Naga from World of Warcraft.
No, I thought that Naga was another monster. I could be wrong though.
No, we're
no,
not
they
fighting
are.
a Naga.
They
What
are.
the fuck? No.
No, they
didn't
are.
know if you were
They are,
away
they
from
are a
one or
creature
not.
in D&D. They are a creature. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, I was about to say you very well could have ran away from one, and I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, but lava. Just beware of
Okay,
lava.
lava and Grell. Noted.
Kind illithid. That being said, you guys continue onward. Okay. Oh my fucking god. Alright. So John,
We'll 2v1 the demon. We got it.
We got this.
hold on.
I've seen
Yeah,
this take
that-
worse.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I have to roll some more dice.
We beat
Moment,
ourselves.
please.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh
Okay.
no.
Alright, I have to roll some more dice. Hold on.
If I
Take your
lose
time, take your
at
time.
all.
In the air.
Oh hi. Neat.
Okay, are we
Okay,
rolling? What are we rolling?
Alright, I am good. I am ready. I am prepared.
I'm ready.
Hey,
dude.
Dad, can you do me a favor?
Ready?
What's up, son?
When we camp at the next time we get a chance, I've been trying to weave like a necklace, kind of sort of, just like out of the 50-foot hempen rope. I chopped off a foot of it, and I'm like trying to do my thing because I want to make like kind of like either a belt loop or like a necklace out of the krell, so like they can chill on
Did you
and
not
like.
pay attention in the twine class?
Yeah, I suck at this.
Twine
Truthfully,
class.
someone needs some help later on. My thought process was I think this could be a really good present for Crimson because he's like always radiating warmth, and I think that they'd be like really good companions. I've even given them names. Would you like to hear them?
I love to hear your creativity.
It's Bill,
guys.
Giselle, and Darnell Krell.
I. Oh my
I'm so
god. I
happy.
love them.
Picture me swept off my feet, son.
As you guys are talking of the fish, you suddenly hear a woman's cry further down the passage, just like a loud scream.
That was.
We
It just
should.
like emanates like an echo, like it bounces off the walls and kind of meets your ears. Do you go like immediately? Do you go pursue that sound?
Well, yeah, I'd imagine we go check it out.
As you guys like proceed towards that sound, you don't see anything in the distance. Yet more.
I have
Scream
120
emanating
dark
throughout the
vision. Does that make a difference?
It doesn't. There's nothing around you. You hear scream
Okay.
emanating throughout
I
every
look-
chamber, every corner of the tunnel.
I'm also looking on ceilings and making sure no creepy monster is emanating some false woman scream to
It isn't just
lure in.
one now. No, as you reach this main chamber, continue into this passageway, one person screams, but thousands of people screaming at the top of their lungs. An
Oh, God.
entire city is burning. You can just hear all of these screams coming from tunnels deeper in, and even from the one that you're in now, you see no people.
Okay. Was there another tunnel back there? Can we go back a little bit, or is this the way that we have to go?
Do you guys do you retreat?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Our friends are expecting us.
Cover your ears with here.
You guys
Again,
can make me
pop up.
active perception checks to see
Nice.
like hidden
More
creatures,
cotton
by the way,
balls.
as well. Remember this.
I also pop
active
out the
perception
cotton
checks.
balls. Make sure everybody puts cotton
Yeah.
balls in their ears.
Yeah, perception check. Okay.
Plop.
All right. Well, Genlin with your 23, Dorcas with 16. It's also very impressive. So you guys kind of like, you guys can like hear this screaming. As you do, you kind of see the mushrooms like around. Like you see various forms of fungi. They're actually shaking as the sound is being made, and you actually determine they are what is screaming.
Oh. Hey, Stool, what's up with these guys?
Soul just kind of like looks at you and they're like, "Oh, you were concerned about those?" Like, it's
Yeah,
like,
what's
it's
up with these
kinda get general,
guys?
like, it's like the general feel.
Oh.
Before he kind of like was able to really get into it, like through like he's like thinking like how to just term as he is. Him pondering is a little strange and just continuously stares at you, yet you it's just like I'm thinking. And that's it. That's all you get
That's
from the speech
okay.
thing. While he is thinking, you guys see further down the passageway like a darkened creature kind of like looming over these fungi and kind of investigating them.
Okay, from as far away as we are, with dark vision, can I make out a silhouette? Does it look like a big chicken?
You can make it out a silhouette. It looks like a humanoid figure.
Okay, it's a humanoid figure.
It's like it's a person. You can kind of tell.
Okay.
As like you're focusing more in on them, you see some strange like facial appendages. That's a little bit more concerning.
Okay. So, it's a dude down there, and he's got strange facial appendages, which is concerning.
Nice, Bert. Thanks.
I got you. So what do we just walk over to him and say hello? I don't want to judge him just because he got strange facial appendages, but I mean,
everybody be on your tippy toes. Prepare for things to go south quickly. But I think for safety wise, I should probably turn into something right.
As you're kind of thinking about that, the humanoid shape kind of changes like a little bit. It like is now facing towards you, and it like waves slightly. And you kind of see its fingers as 3 very long fingers.
oh, maybe this is that friendly illithid that they were talking about.
I'm gonna turn into a giant elk.
Okay. Lead the way, Elkie. I will do the talking.
You kind of like approach whatever this creature might be, and indeed you do see this is the strange illithid type creature. This is a mind flayer. He's just kind of minding his own business. He did give you a little wave, but he is tending to the screaming fungi. It is quite hard to kind of focus in this chamber just because of all of the noise, yet he seems kind of... He doesn't really seem to care. Your companions are holding onto their heads. They hate it. And they
Hey,
like to move
dude.
forward, but he's fine. Hello.
Are you okay?
I am fine.
I think you met with our friends earlier.
Yes, they were good.
They said you were cool. How'd you guys meet? What happened?
I met them in a chamber while investigating curious things.
Elk noises.
That's my elk noise.
That's the elk.
Well, we're gonna keep going because it's loud in here. Do you need anything?
No.
Okay.
I am sated.
Okay, well, take care.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
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 You look behind you, and literally
Bye.
everybody except for you has long walked past.
Oh.
Keep in mind this encounter is like also like with the just
Here while he's talking, he was just.
Well, it would be at least introduce myself.
As you guys are like proceeding away, you kind of like the day kind of like winds down. You get away from the mushrooms that were screaming.
If I
Following not too far behind you is the same person. Like he's
curious, very quickly,
Yeah,
I take
he's
a
just
like
there.
small knife or like a letter opener. Take one of the
Yes.
mushrooms. Does it still scream?
if you cut it off, no.
Okay. Does it look edible?
Maybe.
Hey, Dad, is this good to eat?
Good to eat.
Stool kind of quickly warns you that you.
Would I fall into a screaming manic when I eat these, or like what would
No.
happen? Okay, what's up with this stool? You tell me what's up.
Like you just might not want to eat it, is what you get the general vibe off.
Well, you say that you don't want to see mushrooms, period. But
Hey,
I mean,
don't eat them.
okay.
Leave it be.
He said you get the general feel that it might kind of it might be strange to eat it.
Okay.
Like not in like a moral sense, that in a sense that you might feel uncomfortable after eating.
I see. Like
You
good
get a-
uncomfortable, like high or bad uncomfortable,
get a-
like,
Like
paranoid.
bubbles uncomfortable.
You get
Okay.
a tummy ache. Ooh.
Because if it was good uncomfortable, like you got high, then I'd probably get a bunch of these for a couple of people.
Like you got high.
True.
But nah,
The
you get
fact that they
the.
make you.
Where did you
I mean, do you
learn?
want to eat it out of pure curiosity?
You,
No, I was told by the mushroom itself, don't eat it.
Like, I don't know. Like you can still do it, dummy. I don't.
fucking.
I guess against all better judgment, the druid and the mushroom, the living, walking mushroom, tell me, do not eat that. That is bad for you. And I'm like, fuck you, and I eat it anyway.
I don't fucking know, dude.
Fucking
I
Docus has the
throw it when they
squirts.
tell me to. Realistically, I get the squirts. That's all that happens.
Maybe.
He's not
No.
he said is that it might make you uncomfortable. He didn't
Oh
say it was
god, you
inedible.
guys were right. I got bubble guts.
I got bubble guts.
Stop!
Yeah, but not following you guys, kind of like a little, like trailing back just a little bit is that same mind. Just kind of like not like tailing you, just seemingly walking in the same direction.
Yeah, I was about to
now
say-
your ambiance is not just screaming. Now you guys have a nice conversation if you want to. Although he doesn't really
Nah,
seem
he-
particularly interested in having like a long, in-depth conversation. He's just kind of proceeding forward.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think this might just be one of those live and let live situations. He's happy, so I think we just keep going. Is that okay?
He just gives you a little wave as you kind of like pass by, and he continues forward.
I am Satan.
Got one
Okay.
more day, and then it's we'll be back with our friends.
He's carrying his own little mushrooms, by the way. If you're
Hell
curious
yeah.
about what he was doing here, he has his own mushrooms.
He has a different anatomy than we do. I'd imagine what's bad for us could be really good for him.
Oh,
That or
is-
those mushrooms fucked him up.
Yeah.
You get him really high, and he's just like, oh.
Grabs the
Like, I don't need
tentacle.
to eat brains when I can eat
I mean, you can always
pounds and
ask.
pounds of
You can always
psychedelics.
ask. Yeah. Wait, you can
Always
ask. By the way, like, what are you doing with the mushrooms?
Walks by you. Do you want to talk to him? At all? No interaction
would
at all.
Why would
I
I?
don't know.
Just ask. What if? What if you eat the mushroom? What
Why
happens?
wouldn't you?
I think that it's not even disrespectful, but it's like such a wasted effort to show him like interest in someone who doesn't obviously show interest back towards you. You know what I
That's
mean?
pretty fair.
Yeah.
So if he's like, I'd like to mind my own business, I think that I'm just gonna respect that.
That's honestly really fair. And he continues onward. And so your day comes to an end. You're all good. This will be the mark of the end of the third day. Thus, you will meet your companions at the end of today.
Nice.
All right. So the game we're gonna play today is I'm going to say a word, and then we go around in a line, and we have to rhyme the word.
Okay.
Third.
So I'll start. Rock.
Sock.
Lock.
Asha, you suck at this.
While you guys are
Spock.
like walking and like proceeding forward, coming from like a side passage as you guys are like talking, doing these things, it's like another figure, this like large kind of orcish looking man. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of him.
Orc man.
You guys go, and he's just like walking down the chamber. He's just like, oh,
Hello,
Hey.
friend.
What's up?
hello,
Good travels.
how are
Same way. We're good. You
Looking
going the same way?
for weird things.
Weird things.
Yes.
There's a tunnel of screaming mushrooms back there.
No, got it. Gilgrax
Oh.
already look at that one.
Oh.
Have you seen gas?
Gas.
Magic gas. Have you seen the magic gas?
The what? The magic gas.
Yes,
Not
the magic
recently.
gas.
No.
I look for I hunt the magic gas.
You hunt the magic.
Like, do you want to join us? I respect the hell out of that.
That's a good character's like backstory and drive to travel. So you should join our party.
Yeah, that sounds fun. We'll help you find the magic gas.
Find the magic gas together.
You wish to help me find the magic gas?
Yeah.
do this?
I have many who helped me find the magic gas.
Come on, you're part of the team. Just lead the way.
Follow you.
We will help you
I-
slay the magic gas.
You don't slay gas.
Hunting. You don't. I'm confused.
You can hunt things that don't need to be killed.
So how are you? What are you gonna
Put
do?
gas-
Bottle it?
You put it in a bottle.
So why would I feel like you
You hunt it. It
definitely
moves.
misled us
It's
here?
magic. It's gas that moves. It's magic.
Is it
You
nearby?
put it in a bottle.
Are you following?
I
Are you on its trail?
I'm trying to find it.
Is
very
it
hard to
perhaps in that direction? And I point to where we're meeting up with our friends.
I don't know. Maybe farther back. I'm just looking around for gas.
Good luck, man.
All right, we'll be on our way now.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Are you
Goodbye.
curious
offered to
about
help you.
Purus or no?
He
offered-
seems set on his journey. Why would we ask him about his gas?
Have a wonderful day.
Goodbye. Some people just
Goodbye.
seem driven, you know, and he is one of them.
Good day.
That guy's gonna
See
come in.
yet another
find a
NPC
battle,
bot.
amped up on magic gas.
We were like,
Yo,
yo, you're on the team. Come on with us. And he was like, ooh, I was not expecting that response.
Just like, is that where the gas goes? Did you use that?
And we're like, dude, point the way. We'll take you to the gas. And he's like, oh.
I don't know where the gas is.
Like,
Well,
I don't know where it is. I'm hunting it.
Then good luck on your journey.
Alright. General survival check. Let's see if I can find some gas. Trails of gas.
You don't really know what Furez is. Have you encountered it before? The
Yeah,
name kind of.
This guy clearly knows exactly what he's talking about. So if he could, I could sit down for maybe like 15 minutes and he can describe the anatomy and the chemistry that comes behind magical gas.
I feel like there are not very many things in this world that can
I'm
even
being
be
completely
closely
sarcastic.
considered magical gas. Like, if I look towards a wall and there's a crack in it and there's like a red gas floating out of it, I'm going to be like, that's no big deal. I'm going to be like, holy shit, that was a magical gas that Krell the Killer was talking about.
Very true. You guys had encountered Furez though before. You guys had your drow companion kind of explain some stuff to you about it. It's a weird, unusual kind of magical energy in the gas that travels around.
Gotcha.
It kind of travels in the wake of demons.
Understood. Oh, the wake of demons. Well, he's a little ahead of the curve here. Someone's following us.
He's gonna kill that demon by himself.
I wish him the best.
Kill that demon
Probably
himself.
not. He's just a guy with an axe. And then you guys.
It'll be one hell of a story. I'll tell you that.
Guys, don't meet anything else that was eventful. That was about it. Your day ends and you encounter the rest of your party at the end of travels. You come to a winding passageway, you guys kind of make your way down. Joining up with the rest of your crew, you see Crimson and the others just kind of relaxing, having a good day.
Hey.
What are you doing resting on the job? Hey! Hello!
There you are. I was beginning to wonder if you wouldn't show up at all.
What? Oh, hey. Oh, is that? Oh, fuck. Did I took a nap?
Like, everybody kind of lightly bonks Kaido. Wake up, sleepyhead.
Sorry.
A
Sorry.
stool equipped with his new booties. They're
Oh
there.
my
Crimson.
god,
Did you guys find?
those are
You
adorable.
find a
Crimson, I got you a
size?
present.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw this and thought of you. Here, and I'm gonna produce the small like oil flask that's filled with some fish, the krill in it. They're krill that seem to be like underwater cavern krill, and they're actually just immune to heat. Like they don't like burn up or anything. And I named them Bill, Giselle, and Darnell Krill, and I want you to have them. I don't know if you've ever owned a fish or not, but here you go.
Crimson Light sits up and like he puts his face like really close to the glass, so it probably starts heating up or something like that. And like he's just like staring at it, and he's like, you know, I was going to mention, I found it a bit ironic that something aquatic reminded you of me, but once you gave that definition, it does make sense. I'm honored.
Yeah, and I figured like it would be a nice little relationship the two of you guys have. They'd like you a lot because you're all warm, and you'd remind them of home, and they'd remind you that you know, just because you know, you're not so different from them or something. I don't know.
I
Well,
see.
They
And
might be
in turn,
fishies,
they
but
would-
they're yeah.
well, we don't want to push fucking him in the water anytime soon.
I see. And in turn, they would remind me of you. It's ingenious, really. I love it.
Yes.
Oh,
This is why people give gifts.
it's been a while since you guys sent a message. How's it going? Fine.
We saw an orc that was hunting noble gases.
Mm. Oh,
Ah,
right.
he must have been a companion of the Illithid.
Yeah.
Was he?
I saw that guy
They're
too.
like in like an organization. Seems.
Yes,
Wow.
the Order
Yeah.
of Brilliance. The Order of Brilliance, I believe.
Mhm.
They seek enlightenment, to put in layman's terms, and part of their quest is a great interest they have in the special gas that we've seen every now and then.
Holy shit. Maybe we should have spoke with them. They seem
Man,
so
it's like I had lore and backstory for the world and things that I
It
wrote.
seems-
Man,
But like that's like no, don't get me wrong. I'm sure they have their motives, and I respect the shit out of them. Hell, I even offered he joins us. But I usually don't like to interfere with people's lives, especially when they show such little interest in yours. You know, it just seems disrespectful in a way.
I mean, that's understandable, but at the very least, you are caught up with what they do. That's good.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for filling me in. That's kind of neat.
Things are inevitable, and as fate will deem it, we will meet them again. I'm sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, I did kind of give him something that he is happy about, so he'll be fine. We'll meet him.
What'd you give
I
him?
wonder if we'll encounter them.
Yeah.
It's,
That weird image.
you
You know, the
remember-
one that almost.
yeah, remember
Oh,
that
that's-
paper that like stuck with me?
Wait a minute. You
Yeah.
are the worst. That's so rude.
I
He
mean,
did
No,
nothing to you.
no,
He's on a
hold on.
noble
no.
quest.
Here's the thing.
hold
he,
on.
he wasn't
he
phased
was
by it.
unaffected by
Yeah,
it.
he was not phased by it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the. In
What
fact,
if
he
it's
seemed really
because
happy
he's
about it.
away? What if it's because he's far enough away from that city? And what if when he goes closer to the city, something happens to him? What if you inherently
Uh,
What if you
Kaido,
inherently put this man on like,
Hey.
some type of harmful
Kaido
path?
just gives them like a shrug, like,
What do you mean? Like
Yeah.
that's not cool. That-
I believe
I
you
know I'm gonna walk
undersell
up to you,
his.
and I'm gonna
Good
pour
man
your-
explode when he enter Fish Village.
Dorcas, he seemed to know more about it than we did.
Indeed, you undersell his abilities. Well, to be fair, you hadn't met him, of course, but
Well, yeah, he was doing his own thing.
oh,
wait, you met him?
Wait, who?
Yeah,
Orc?
they
yeah, the
mentioned
elephant.
No, the
Oh, the
Illithid.
elephant.
elephant.
Oh, yeah, we passed by him. He was in like a cave of screaming mushrooms.
Screaming, what?
Breathing mushrooms.
It's exactly
mean-
how it sounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
That
I described
sounds
it pretty
horrifying.
aptly.
That's okay.
Crimson looks
That
at
sounds
school.
annoying, honestly.
It's like if you had a child, you get it wasn't.
Ah, right, gotcha.
Crimson looks at a
Alright.
Quaila.
Well, he definitely seems sated or whatever he.
Yeah, he was sated. I asked if he needed anything. He was like, "I am sated," and then
Yes,
the
I had
guys were on our
hunted.
way.
We had been ambushed during the night by a grell. I shot it down, and it devoured his brains.
It kind of looks
Oh.
like fucking looks at me, looks like her when she hunts. Kinda.
oh, gotcha.
It was just a nice
Illithid
meal
are
for
a very,
him.
the Illithid are a very interesting race.
At the very least, they did not explode our mine, so we're in a good spot with them. Yeah. Also, if they need magical gas, Bunny here can like make them hot gas.
I mean,
Well, shall we get going? Or you guys
All
want
right,
to
so
race?
you guys
Like-
want to play a game?
Crimson's like tapping the glass. He's like playing with the girl.
what game we playing?
Oh, it could be any game. We played a couple. Which one was your favorite, Dorcas? We can play that one.
What one's my favorite? Oh boy, we played so many.
I only played one.
I mean, I do have this children GOG game called Yu-Gi-Oh! If you like to play.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't. You don't have that.
That's right. There it is, guys. We found it. The line. We can't do Yu-Gi-Oh!
See, Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't exist here, but Yu-Gi-Oh does exist.
Oh wait, never mind. It's
Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The pirate game.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Is there
The
enough
pirate game.
cards?
How far are we away from the city?
I think I'm pretty fucking far.
About
But
4 days away.
should we get the boat? I don't think the boat will
That
fit.
thing is so far away that you're
Yeah,
never
say
gonna
we
get
get
to
that.
that.
Yeah.
Even listening
That's
through
what
all
I'm
the
talking about.
village.
Well,
We
at the
can
very
definitely
you-
get the.
All right, I have a question for the party. Do we travel back to Fish Village?
No,
No.
fuck
No.
that.
Shall we
Nah,
backtrack?
nah.
I'll tell you what.
Shall we
If
backtrack?
someone does find that boat,
Hell
they're
no.
gonna be in for one hell of a surprise because it's a finely
Shall I-
crafted boat.
Shall I remind you all, we have a demon chasing us.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, we should
Yeah.
go. Kaito
Oh
just like,
shit, that's right.
Now
like
it's like-
Kaito just walks
Now
ahead.
it's like now it's Crimson's
You guys
turn to
forgot
whack
that?
Kaito upside the head.
I
you
mean,
know?
we met an
Literally been the
elephant.
only thing
I
on my
mean,
mind.
I've
God.
been thinking about that thing for the past couple of days. Me and my dad have been traveling expediently. It's been miserable.
Look, that elephant kid does like. Look, I was more fearful. Elephant.
Meet
I
one
think I'm-
tentacle man and you forget
Honestly,
that
I
there's a
think
demon
you're
on
going
you.
senile.
Yeah. I am. I'm old. I shouldn't be here.
Dementia
Yeah,
moment.
so now Crimson like
I
whacks
don't
Kaito
normally
upside the
curse.
head.
Kaito, shut the fuck up.
Well,
about
do you want to fucking go? Let's go to the goddamn Dwarf King.
Dad, you shouldn't fight him. He can turn into a gigantic bear and maul you to death.
I don't want to fight him. We just want to fucking go. Like, let's go. Let's stop.
Yeah, but you'll lose.
No, I don't want to fight him.
But
I just want to get
I-
going.
Who wants
Well,
to ride
Oh,
on
no,
the
but you'll lose. You
Why?
can't go. You can't
don't
go
want-
with him.
He's
For
off. He's
starters,
just walking.
I'd like to pause here. I feel
Why
like
are you
you're
yelling?
supposed to be your dad's corner. That doesn't seem cool. Even if your dad might lose, because my dad is the strongest. No offense.
I mean, your dad can turn into a giant bear. My dad is just a guy with a sword.
Little
I-
facts don't matter. You're supposed to have his back. That's not cool.
Men have slayed
Uh,
forever.
I think having his back would be keeping him alive.
You wanna know who
Hey,
slays everything?
I'm
Demons.
with you.
50
But
feet,
you don't tell him, Dad, you get your
100
ass kicked. You
feet,
tell him like, oh no,
150
I don't.
feet.
I don't think that would be a smart
200
move.
feet.
Kaito has proceeded to crop like away from the party. He is like gone. He is
Who would like
traveled
to
away.
ride on the
It's
elk
especially
today?
important to have his back, given how often it gives out.
I think Kaito's
Yo,
strong.
This
He
Kaito
might be
come
able
back
to.
after that. That's a sick burn.
Kite
Like from down the hill, do we see Kaito
Wait,
curling
wait.
towards Crimson?
400 feet. 450.
What are you
He's
doing?
doing a brisk walk.
So he's just very far away.
He's far
He's
away.
like running.
Who would like to ride on
He's
the elk
like-
today?
Gods beyond. Let's get going.
I can carry a lot, so.
And
hop
so-
on.
The day begins, and I'm gonna do some dice rolls. Love you guys.
I missed you
Christ.
guys. We take for granted the small things that people do throughout the day.
You take for granted quietness too.
Okay.
Kaiko come back. Oh
We
yeah.
don't talk really much now that I realize it. We've spent a lot of time in the
Oh.
city and with a group of people like this. We don't talk real much, Dad. We just kind of do things.
Talking is for people who have things to say.
That's fair.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, the cat flash.
As you guys proceed forward, you suddenly enter one of these one of these strange tunnels the Society of Brilliance had talked about. You guys didn't really know their name, but that's what those people are. The people who study the Ferres, that gas. You stumble into one of these chambers, preceding you, and your entire travel from then onward is going to be under the effects of Ferres. You guys are like surrounded by like this strange,
Fuck.
like misty blue kind of fog that just encompasses everything around you. You might be able to
hell?
avoid it if you backtrack, but that will remove a day off like your guys' thing. You guys know how it is, and you have Jolly Mr. Demon after you as perfect knowledge of everything. Do you guys want to risk that, or would you like to proceed
What?
forward?
It depends on what the effects of this gas are.
Every time you cast a spell, it's under the effects of wild magic, regardless
Ooh.
of if you are a wild magic sorcerer or not. Wild magic sorcerer Mr. Mave is actually by this entirely.
So
That is
basically,
her benefit
no
as
magic
being a
from here
magic
on out.
sorcerer. Aside from Mave.
I'm a
Yeah,
fatter.
but this class before. It's not too bad to go through it and nonetheless.
I'm a fatter.
Just don't breathe
Oh.
it too much, at least.
If
That's
I'm in-
Uh,
if I'm in a
possible.
form, I don't need to cast magic.
Yes. So it would seem as if you guys are okay with that entirely. You
Yeah.
guys are going to be proceeding.
Sounds
Yeah,
Okay.
might as well.
After like a few hours of travel, hold on one moment. Okay.
Gee,
You seemed a little skeptical, Bunny. Is everything good?
Okay.
I wonder.
You seemed a little
if the-
skeptical.
Oh,
Hey, Dorcas,
I'm
can you do
doing
me a
fine.
favor?
little
Yeah.
You're actively looking around for like
Mm.
dangers and stuff, right?
Well, I'd imagine we all are, yeah.
All right. Could someone do me an active perception check? Whoever the highest with advantage, please. Thank you.
Active
I-
perception.
I
check?
got-
Bunny, can you change your cat not to fucking flashbang us?
I like how
I
the first
can't-
thing you thought was beat you. The first thing I thought was, wow, me and Chris both rolled really well. That's cringe.
As you guys proceed forward, you guys are like looking through this place. As you travel through like the fear, as all the spellcasters in the group, as you guys are like kind of traveling through this, you kind of feel strangely heightened. It kind of feels like even though your magic is a little wild, but there's something powerful about it. Like there's more ample like opportunities to cast magic at your fingertips. Despite that kind of like weird feeling, Chris, your kind of perception doesn't dim. You don't like linger on that good feeling. You're aware that dangers are near, and so you're like looking around. And you actually do notice something very subtle about the atmosphere. The way the air kind of changes to a different type of color. As you notice, swelling within this blue is like deep dark green that only kind of comes into view when focusing upon it. Just this massive cloud of, honestly, really putrid like stench of green. It's like it's disgusting how potent the smell is. In fact, it smells like something that you've become accustomed to as a druid. You've probably come across like dead things before. You've probably done strange kind of druid-esque rituals. This is the smell of rot. This is the smell of like decaying death. This is a horrific smell. The rest of you guys kind of catch a whiff of this almost immediately as well. It kind of obscures your vision to the chamber ahead. But the worst part is that it's moving. It's moving towards you.
That's not a good sign.
Nope.
And let's roll combat.
Oh great.
I have a question, Kenny.
Yes.
So, like, the spells that I have innately, like produce flame or like burning hands, do those also
Wild
count
magic.
under the wild magic?
Everything that is level 0 can be cast with magic. So level 0 things such as cantrips are not affected. Anything that is a leveled spell will be affected. Does that make sense to
Level
everybody?
1 and up, wild magical burn.
Level 1. Yep. Leveled spell is changed. Cantrips are not.
May I
I'm going
have
to put
Bunny's sheet so I can roll for easy?
Yes, I'll do that now.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the sheet. I'm so happy for you.
Which
Natural one.
What'd you say?
What's up, you guys?
Nice, let's go. Let's roll, y'all.
We need a 4.
Damn.
You guys on this battle map. This one looks good enough. Oh,
We're gonna get fucking farted on. It's gonna roll.
Ooh,
Snuffing up good. Oh yeah.
Maeve,
Oh,
use
sniff it.
tentacle
What's up,
rod.
you guys?
I'm gonna place you guys down. Placing you down. Down.
Down these.
There's Bonnie. There's Dorcas. There's Kaito and Crimson. There's Ganlin and Maeve.
these
No,
nuts.
my mom's not here right now. Sorry.
Oh.
Don't you fucking move yourselves quite. Now I have to place down all NPCs. I have this guy. There's Asha. There's Dorcas. There's Darth.
This dude, that dude.
There's Jorlin now. Jorlin's here as well. Can't forget him.
Look, guys, we
And
kind of
there's-
make a smiley face if you look at it.
Christ all fucking mighty. That's a lot of fucking people to keep track of.
Don't forget
Stool.
stool.
Duel.
Alright, have everybody Darteth, Asha, and Stool, the other guy.
My daughter.
Yeah, that's everybody. No, your daughter. That's right.
I think we're due
No,
for
it's okay.
some tragic
We're
deaths.
missing the grill.
No.
I mean, like, I've been trying, Chris. It's hard. I'll admit it. I've been trying.
Admit these nuts.
Not gonna override your guys' control though. And
Hell yeah.
she dies. Like it's I just put you in dangerous
Finger
situations.
of death.
Well, Eric,
Ah.
one reveal if I own an NPC. I don't have the gems to do them all. So unfortunately,
First
Alright.
come, first serve.
Funny.
And here we go. I'm gonna place down a box. You guys can place yourselves inside that. Well, actually, you know what? I don't need to do that.
I'm
Anywhere
gonna
on that
switch.
platform that you guys are on currently, place yourselves anywhere there or even behind it on the further back platform. This is going to represent your guys' passage.
This
Like
one?
this is where you came from.
Yeah,
That's where you came from.
That's a small plat.
Yeah, you
I'm,
guys came
I'm the
from there.
bus.
I'm lagging a
carrying
little
bunch
bit.
of people,
Plus, I
whoever.
To kind of describe this chamber to you guys, this place is filled with a bunch of pitfalls and bridges. The below areas are kind of covered these stalactite-esque like spikes at the bottom. However, they're not like actually going to spike you if you fall down. But the drop itself is about 50-ish feet. So the bridges are these plateaus are 50 feet up, and some feet varying sizes wide. The bridges themselves are 5 feet wide and various lengths. And the drop itself is 50 feet. The webs are just for show. They're definitely not going to catch you and save you if you fall down inside a web. You're going to fall unceremoniously through and fucking smash your skull against the ground. So don't fall.
You don't know the phrase "elk always land on their feet"? Common.
Every single time I've seen elk land on their feet, they've broken. And that's 0 times.
You've seen an elk land on its feet?
No, I lied. I said that 0 times,
That's
John.
hype. Oh
I
man,
said that all 0 times
I
I've
was
seen all
excited.
elk.
I was excited for you.
Damn, fuck, okay. Tumbling fool. Wee!
I'm not describing your
I
enemies
have
yet.
no solutions to a random guess.
I'll describe your enemies in just a moment. You just need to place them all down. Need to
Oh
populate.
boy, enemies.
I don't know about anyone else, but my map is lagging really bad, and I'm also not emitting vision, Kenny. I could only see what's happening from the crystals.
Oh, I know what's happening. The dynamic lighting is fucking everything up. Give me a second.
Well, no more dynamic lighting.
More
It
dynamic
never
lighting.
works.
I know.
Dynamic lighting is dead.
I'm sorry, dynamic
She's
lighting
going
doesn't
to
work.
be anywhere within this green square.
It's like not your fault. Like I've been.
No, that's
and,
that's
like,
the passage that
dynamic
you're at before. You guys can place yourselves
Okay,
anywhere
gotcha.
on these 2 plateaus. So you guys can go here and here. Okay?
Kenny, I've been in like
much.
other campaigns like plenty, and dynamic lighting never fucking works. I
No,
don't
it
even
doesn't.
know why they sell it as like a feature.
It used to. It used to work.
It works
It used to,
fine.
it's a spaghetti coat.
Spaghetti.
It might work for yours, but it definitely doesn't for most of our groups.
I guess I
So-
just lucked out.
Easy, where
Never
you,
seen it
where you
work.
want to be?
All right.
If you
Where do I want to be?
Easy
elk sheet, it's another sheet. I know. I'm sorry, but
What'd you say?
can I have access to a giant elk character sheet?
I see. Hold on one second. Thank you for
One
letting me know what
second.
kind of monsters you need. I super appreciate it. I know it's kind of difficult because I don't really optimize them for you like beforehand, but I'm thankful that you don't really care.
I'm frankly, I don't want to be too like spread out. Like what I have is what I generally am gonna use. Like I just need something for every occasion.
It's an arrow.
Yeah, you're
It's
a moon
based-
druid.
it is.
The elk is basically my travel form. So
I'll give you
Wait,
giant.
Now it's an
You had
arrow.
shifted
Wait, you wanna
before
be
this,
easy?
so
Want to be here? You want to be in the front line?
giant
Headline?
crab.
I
Giant,
guess
yeah,
I'll be
giant-
near that little entrance
buddy.
thingy that you pointed to.
Like right here, or like right?
Well, yeah, like right there, right there.
Give
Fine.
that to all players. Give this to Chris. Yeah, your name is Chris in here. Okay,
What's your
there we
name, Chris?
go. All my bookkeeping stuff for combat is done. I am good. There's your giant elk.
Boob keeping.
He's in the spider
Yeah,
web.
my boob.
No.
Yeah, my boob is done. I don't actually think. I think giant elks are actually large creatures. Not.
they're a huge beast.
Yeah, they're huge. They're not that small.
They're chunk.
Chonky.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's Chris. Right let me add an
It's a
HP
move.
counter on that guy because he doesn't have one NPC, but he's gonna have one in a second.
But I
There you
say
go.
I'd have been writing Chris. Like
Yeah, that's fine. You guys can all declare that you were riding Chris. Chris is part of that box. I said that you guys could.
Oh.
All right.
In theory,
Now let me
you
get.
will be my
Now let me
noble
get into
steed.
describing
Next I'll be
your
your
enemies.
rider.
Let me describe your enemies really quickly, okay? Someone make me like a base religion check. because there are some people here who have decent religion. Someone like to do that for me?
Let me
I'm
I'll let you do
see.
so with
proficient.
advantage.
Don't look at me. I have 0.
Hey, go on ahead, Chris. That's fine with me. I know you can't communicate with the wider party, but that's okay.
Moo. 4.
You can do it again.
Actually,
again.
yeah.
Advantage.
Bunny has a 4.
Moo.
Oh, Bunny is a 4? Oh, she could also
But
do
what
it.
about 18?
Well, 18's good enough. Regardless, all of you guys are gonna get this information. You guys are facing a.
This is Thriller. Thriller night.
Thriller night.
That's my fucking dick in. Let's say ass.
You are facing a Dretch. A Dretch is a strange, abominable demon that lives in filth and stench. They feast upon rotten carcasses and other things such as that, preferring to leave their prey out, like for elongated periods before munching on them. The stinkier, the better. They are foul creatures, demons. They emit this strange kind of, almost like fucking deathly stench that upon going near it, you're so disgusted it actually poisons you. The stench so potent, in fact, that like it inhibits you from doing basic actions, meaning you're affected by the poison condition. It spreads around corners and lasts for a very long time as they persist. Everywhere near these creatures is going to be considered that cloud. There are so many of them just congealed here. This like massive stink cloud is just huge.
So basically 5 area.
I would like all of you guys to make me constitution checks. Not 5 foot area, like the place is stinky as fuck.
Why do I still have to make it? Because I know I was immune to cloud kill because I don't have to breathe. So
This is just the stench. But
4.
I'd probably say yes.
I rolled
Probably some
26.
opinion.
Bunny rolls a fucking 5.
what for?
Pain.
Do you have anything? So
Everyone who rolled under an 11 is poisoned. It's really cool.
I would have to
Well,
make this
actually-
check every subsequent turn or just once.
I guess I'm
It's
poison.
No, it lasts a minute.
Okay.
It's gonna last the duration of combat essentially.
Gotcha.
So everyone who failed is under condition for this fight.
Up a little violum.
Like
Oh my
once.
god.
Going to roll for your NPCs now. Jorlin gets like a +3. He passed. I'm gonna roll for Noodle, who I don't remember if
Noodle.
Noodle has. That's definitely a fail. Sorry, Noodle failed. He's not very good right
That stupid fucking cat.
now. Asha has.
Oh, don't bully him.
Darteth fails.
Mushroom man.
Daughter no, your daughter passes. Actually, Darteth actually passes. It's only a DC 11. So, Stool's immune. Maeve is going to make hers. Megan passes. So quite literally, the only person who out of your NPCs. That's it. He is poisonoed. If everyone could mark themselves with that, they've that symbol I marked Noodle with. That you know that
skull.
poison. The skull, please. Thank you.
Pick the fire first.
I picked the fire first. Okay. Calm down.
Calm down.
The entire area in this chamber, not only
Nope.
because of the stench, is all considered lightly obscured, meaning everyone here has a +2 bonus to armor, including your enemy.
Oh. Fog of war.
Fog of war. Enjoy.
Eternal.
And now I will roll for their initiative. That's done. Counters set up, and we're ready to run combat. Crimson goes fast.
Well, so wait. Say the part for the AC. I didn't hear you. Cut it.
All AC is amped up by 2.
Okay, I'm invincible.
I'm invincible. Yours, theirs, etc.
Fog of nuts. I'm gonna call it.
My
Okay.
nuts.
Bruh.
Could I ask to be moved?
Oh,
like,
actually, I nat crit. I go first. Fuck you, Crimson. I go first. I nat.
bitch? I want a
Fuck you, did you nat
refund.
crit? No, you don't get a refund, you son of a bitch.
I want
nat
a
crit. I'm
refund.
taking my massive mob combat. Dretched. He's gonna take the Dax action.
Me when the drenched makes me wretched.
I wonder if that's what they named it.
They shamble forth, kind of like almost zombie-esque minded towards your position. Each one kind of moving as fast as they can at like a shambling pace. And Crimson, now it's your turn.
Okay. Nice. Thank you. Okay, so
I actually think I made combat easier for you.
Wait, Crimson
yeah,
is like is
yeah,
Crimson,
get fucked.
is Crimson underneath
So-
the elk?
I'm going
Yes,
to.
he's riding it.
On
Yeah, can you move me up?
noble steed.
Noble steed.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast. Oh, Aquila too. Don't forget. I can
yeah,
No,
use
it's
that's
your
right.
okay. You
side.
don't need Aquila on there. You don't need Aquila.
Aquila's in
You
your
just-
back. Fuck
Yes,
you.
I do. I need Aquila. He's my friend.
No,
Yes, I do. Give him back.
no, take your fucking turn. Otherwise, I'll end
Okay.
it. I'll end your turn here.
I'm
Do it.
targeting this one right here.
Mhm.
Okay, and then let's see. Then I'll make my attack.
Hail of Florence gonna target all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
They get hit. They die. You don't even need to camp it. They're going to make dexterity checks all around. Here I go. I'm making 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of these, I'm making 4 checks. Did any of the one passes. The others fail.
The rest.
One
take
passes
9
takes 4 damage. The others take 9.
Yeah.
They are all bloody now.
Ah,
As
Okay.
they die, they kind of like burst open in like one last kind of flurry of like fog, mist, this like disgusting stench. And as they burst, like their allies are kind of covered in like these like strange, like his pussy insides. And that's
Ew.
about
That's
it.
what I
He
want.
popped him like a fucking
yeah.
balloon.
Yeah. Let me.
Dude, he's like a walking zit. You just fucking popped him like fucking little zit guy on your teenage
Just-
boy.
just-
You're like,
So and then Horde Breaker. So I'll target the one next to him.
all right,
What
pop him
from-
like a zit.
Yeah.
He's not bloodied like the others, but you probably got this. You probably got this. Probably got this. It's Jordan. And he go. He pops.
Pop. Pop goes the weasel. So
The
then-
arrow just like hits him, and like a balloon just kind of explodes, and the like gore and pus just everywhere.
this is kind of fun.
Fish in a barrel.
Then I-
Yeah.
And then my extra attack, I'm gonna target this guy.
You got extra,
Fucking Christ!
extra attack, hold breaker. You know, range
And then I can attack 4 times around. And again, we do it again.
Hold breaker.
Yeah.
Just fung, 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 fung.
These are the noises they make right before they die.
But he's probably laughing right now, like laughing so hard they're about to puke.
Just hear them screaming in agony.
But he's like, they make funny noises.
They make funny noises when they die.
Bunny, what would you like?
Shit.
You have.
forgot me.
No, you forgot the NPCs and friend.
I did forget.
Don't worry, just make them last. You
Yeah.
have 70
yeah.
feet, you know, you can like go here, just
Should probably make them go below the natural one or above the natural ones, because there was 2.
That's
fine.
what would you like?
I guess I'm gonna have to move. Well, actually, I think I can
This
Eldritch
music is way
Blast
too
them.
epic for these things.
There's
Okay.
you can Eldritch blast them, but there's a big ass boost on the way to, but
I
yeah.
don't care. It's fun.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna move like angles, but
If you move, yeah, you're fine.
Which one you
That's
wanna
I'm not.
which one you wanna blast?
Chris, are you deliberately giving them cover?
I'm kind of just ready to crush whatever fuck is in front of me. So
Okay.
I'm just joking, Chris.
Fall
I
back.
got a big dumpy.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, I
all
want
of them
to
right
go for that guy.
See that guy?
there. All right, shoot him.
Oh, wait.
Roll 2. Roll 2 with disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Because I'm poisoned.
Excuse me while I fix
Their true power is that they fuck up your.
1d10. Back. Level 5.
You just roll me 2d20s and then add your spell model.
There we go. I fixed it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's a 17 and a 14. They both hit.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Their AC is pitiful.
19.
He dies in one shot. You have another one. Place that one somewhere else.
you want to do it?
Okay.
Just-
Yep. Just did. Since Chris is
Absolutely,
probably gonna start barreling through people anyway.
As one explodes, the other one is shot like right in the head and goes. And it's Genlin's turn.
So I have a charge ability.
okay.
I kind of want to rear my head down and just charge through them all and try to knock them off the side.
Forward, my
Okay.
noble steed!
Uh,
We ride!
Can you ping me charge?
I mean, yeah, it's not what it reads. I just
No, just me. They straight for straightforward. You just want to knock them all off the bridge.
I want to do that.
I have
Is that
16.
right? You want to knock them all into the pit?
That's. I want to put my head down and try to like ram through them all, just
Okay.
like run through. Even
Do me a quick favor.
sure.
Make me an athletics check. Thank you.
I'll roll it at
Yeah,
disadvantage.
Quail,
because I'm
Quail would be
pointing.
helping them out.
Genlin. Roll a
15.
15. That's a gigantic fucking creature. The dreads before you stand vanguarding their allies, and they roll using their bountiful strength of none. Hey, guess what? You get a bonus because you're a creature of higher +5, like it's always been. Guess what? You barrel for them and touch the bridge, and as you put your massive fucking hooves on it,
bridge
the
collapsed.
entire thing bends and breaks and collapses, sending all of the dretch to the fucking pit. Make me a dexterity check to not fall in too.
Oh,
I
fuck.
do it as the elk. 9.
The
Ouch.
Quail will be using the help action on him. Since the Quail
Not
didn't
for
use
this.
it.
You can't
I'm
help
willing
him.
to fall. I'm willing to fall. It's fine. Just jump off. Just let me fall. Jump off.
So-
fall!
Maeve looks at the elk as it descends out of the pits, and she says, sorcerers aren't affected by Ferris, as I had said before. Thus, Maeve is able to cast the spell without being affected by wild magic, and thus you're able to float harmlessly down to the ground.
Damn, I really
the
wanted
Dread
to.
themselves take 5d6 bludgeoning damage, and they're mostly fucking dead. Not quite though.
Great.
You are now in a hole filled with people covered. Actually, one of them does explode.
Oh yeah, change your time.
You
That was a turn of events.
You are now down in the hole. It is filled with pus, mucus, and blood from one of them splattering open. And the other ones are just kind of like scrambling up on their feet, kind of like looking at you as you slowly descend down the pit with them.
I'm down.
And with that, it's going to be the NPC's turn. I imagine, because you guys not failed. You guys told me I should probably take their turn now. So Darteth comes up here, and then he's going to make some axe throws.
You only get the one axe though.
He has a few. He's made a few more.
No. Oh, he made. Nice.
Nice.
I can have them do downtime if I want.
damn.
Well, it's not 2. It's D6. So that's 10. That kills one.
Oh,
Look at him go.
even while
Then
poison,
it's
look at him
just
go. Well, not poison.
Nah, she's gonna come over here and she'll just casually cast a spell. See what she actually. Yeah, she cast a cantrip. I'm sure she has some kind of cantrip. If not, she might be.
Sacred
Somehow.
flame.
Sacred flame.
Actually, she doesn't. She's gonna.
Help action.
Guidance, big deer.
I would love to
Alright.
take that guidance, but it's touch, so don't worry about it.
Wait, it's touch. I can't do
Wait,
that.
no.
Fuck.
You touch the air and I feel your spiritual energy. Unfortunately, it does nothing except.
Asher
give me
wants to help you. Yeah, Asher wants to help you. She looks at you kind of like wanting to, but she can't. So she stands there for.
I would give her a thumbs up, but I don't have thumbs.
This is just
I
time
just
for
kind of
fucking
like
everybody.
raise a
Oh.
leg in like a really like unnatural way, like. Or like a.
School
Thank you.
offers. Fucking Noodle comes over here and offers also.
Nice.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in you. Who believe in?
I believe in you.
Please.
And Stool takes his turn. And then Jorlin is gonna come over here and take out a
Crossbow.
crossbow. Pew.
Does he say pew?
Yeah.
Excellent.
This one dies. And this one. And then finally it's Kaito's taking our step back. Then it's Kaito's turn.
Spit on it
Wait,
and it'll die.
Joller! Take another one! Commanding strike.
I moved back.
I don't want to.
I can't see down the hole anymore.
Orc man, throw another one!
Again.
Wrong voice.
Oh yeah.
Lone wolf. Whoa, strike once more.
I rolled a nat fail.
Oh,
That means
for the
my
love of-
axe descends to.
I go over here. Can I just find a large rock, just chuck it? Just like chuck it. And that, just for fun.
I'll do it myself.
Sorry, improvised weapon. Improvised weapon attack.
Can I just use straight like strength?
You just get fucking angry at him and you're like, fuck you. You do
Fuck!
check.
Oh, smash!
You pick up a rock and you just fucking huck it at the guy's head and it hits him. What's your strength?
A fucking 16.
No, what's your modifier?
Oh, +3. Dunk.
It explodes. in the fucking...
That's how you do it. Oh God, it smells.
Chris, you're lathered in at this point. There's a rip just ooze coming to your toes.
Did he fall yet, or is
Okay.
he just like cool
He
right
just
here?
fell peacefully onto the ground.
Okay.
I'm
It's
just.
fine.
Can I just like explore around down here? Is there anything special?
You're too
Anything
thick.
fun?
It's just kind of like a crevice. There's nothing really too interesting down here. There's some small spiders and like other strange little critter crawlers.
Adventurers.
Dorcas, I never got a turn. Yeah, you-
I mean, we got like
I'm the only one.
we got a
I'm the
shit.
only one.
We have a shit ton of NPCs, dude. Like,
Dude, I'm sorry. You're running an army and the encounters are built.
I'm gonna pop out an elk and I'm going to attempt to just man mode climb up.
we just help them
Without
like this.
armor.
Like,
Yeah, I would
get
like
a
to say
rope.
I'd like go here, and I'd already have my rope thrown down.
Yeah, you help out your dad. And
Let me do this!
All right.
To my dad.
Wait, Crimson, the bridge
I
fell. What
need
are
to
you
see if I
doing?
still have it.
Crimson, the bridge fell. No.
The bridge fucking fell, dude.
I think that there's some rule somewhere about long jumping. I'd like to take a running long jump across this because I have a million to
the rule for
athletics.
long jumping is that you can long jump equal to score passively equal to your dexterity or your strength.
Yeah, so I'll get back here and do a running long jump and get onto this platform,
Yes.
and like offer to like catch other people who can't make it across.
Whoa, yeah.
I have a
whoa,
question.
whoa,
I have a
whoa.
question, Kenny.
10.
Can I
So,
tumble?
like, Kenny.
Yeah.
So like you said, like I know the bridge collapsed. Did it collapse like from one end, so like the other end is like still connected?
The full entire bridge just turned into fucking the moment a gigantic creature decided to put its.
Oh, I see. Okay. So we can't like climb it up and use it as a ladder, huh?
Yeah, it definitely didn't seem like it could support the weight of like 8 medium creatures, then also like a gigantic.
Tumble.
It
Flip.
seems like that was enough to make the entire thing splinter into fucking wood shards.
Wait, who's gonna get stool?
Is a 10 enough to climb up, or am
I will do the favor for stool. I'll stand right here, use my giant strength, grow to a large creature, and be a makeshift bridge, and just kind of like reach across the other
Walk
side and lay
across
down.
your-
He can walk across my back.
Like an Animal
Like-
Crossing character, just
Yeah.
like.
I use
also
my
walk-
giant's might, turn large,
love
and let
that.
stool walk across.
Aquila also walks across your back, but like she like sits down like on your neck.
That's fine, Aquila. You gotta move. I got this. Is gonna be a little
Aquila
tough
stays
trying to
there.
get back up.
She
Does
stays there.
I can't do handstands like Bunny does.
does stool have
Oops.
Tim's on?
Here we go.
He has little tiny socks. He's like little sacks on his.
Among Us.
Anyone else want to get across? You got 30 more seconds.
Here I
You
come,
walk-
son!
Oh
Ow!
god!
Ow!
Oh
I'm
no!
joking.
Noodle,
I'm
Noodle
joking.
walks across your back
That's
as a
fine.
cat that has wings.
Okay, well, I'm about
And
to
then he
not be
sits down
large.
in
in
the-
this.
And he sits down in the center of your. Stays there.
Get the fuck off me, Noodle.
No, what are you doing?
Aquila, get off of him.
And then Dorcas like
No.
pushes off the ledge as hard as he can, like barely gets up. All the small creatures on his back come rolling off and falling to
Oh
the
my God.
backside. And then he
Oh,
slowly
Lord.
starts shrinking to a medium creature.
The NPCs found her. They're here. They're here.
All right, let's get out of here before we puke.
Okay.
I already
go.
did.
Oh god.
Your
Bunny.
adventures continue, Neanderthal.
That was something.
With the demons of Stench defeated, you make your way deeper into the chambers, navigating through their twisting, winding corridors. Nice. Then you go to bed.
Corridors.
Nice. Corridors. And then
Bunny, are you
sleep.
okay over there? You didn't lost your appetite, huh?
It is vanished.
It was rather stinky down there, wasn't it?
Stink man, go pop.
Oh god, don't remind me.
Like watching.
I
a
mean, they did
balloon,
make funny noises.
It was oddly satisfying in a very strange way.
I killed one just chucking a piece of rock. Expected to blow up.
Honestly. Wait, why didn't you expect it? Like,
Mhm.
it's a rock.
I know,
It's
but
a-
I just found like
Just-
but it's a fish safe. I don't know. Just throw a rock.
What
I
did
think-
the fish see?
yeah.
Really.
So, your party drifts off to bed, taking watch as your noble ranger, I imagine.
Yes.
Kaito
As you
gets
head off
like
to
like
sleep.
a
Imagine
blindfold
if they
on
just know,
just in
like,
case.
fuck you.
As you all head off to bed. Okay.
I want to say I'm making active perception.
Okay, do it. Okay.
Not too bad.
Hey, Crimson,
No,
you notice something.
no.
You see it. You guys have meandered out of this point. However, you kind of see something kind of relatively familiar. A fog cloud. That green kind of like stenchy fog cloud kind of just comes from like a chamber. Just kind of edging into this one.
Is it approaching?
Just kind of like bursts into where you guys are sleeping. It's just here, carried by the wind. Do you
Crimson?
go investigate it?
Yeah. I want to say that he has his bow at the ready, and like he's telling Aquila to stay behind, like be ready to
Are you
like
going
be
down that
ready
chamber?
to back me up. Hmm?
You going down that chamber?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
imagine
boy.
you're trying to take care of like the fog itself.
Yeah, I figure maybe like I don't know. There's probably a spell that I have here. Maybe you can just like shoo it away or something. Or actually,
Okay.
I feel like I'd wake up Maeve and ask her to wind wall it back into whence it came from.
Yeah, she does that for you. Then she goes back to bed. And as you guys kind of like, as you like approach to go check it out, to go see if everything is okay. Into that further tunnel. Do me a quick favor and make me a Constitution check.
Okay.
Saving throws, please. Make me a
Saving throw?
Constitution saving throw. Yes.
Had the
Yikes.
As you approach and you take like a single step into this passageway, you kind of feel something kind of brush against you, and as soon as it does, I'm going to do something really quickly. You feel incredibly sick, and you take 13 points of poison damage. Right before the entire chamber like miraculously bursts into fucking fire as like the trails of flames emulate fucking everything around you. You're like looking down. This whole passageway was filled with like this strange kind of fungus that emits spores and other kinds of things like that. Brushing into it it definitely stung quite a lot. However, as it like stung you, the overhang like near where your hair is, the mold that was on top of the roof just spontaneously bust into flames and kind of carried along with it like a wild.
I think we wake up at this point, right? Just hear fucking.
Yeah, you
explode.
fucking hear it. It's like
Oh my
gasoline
God.
fucking igniting.
fuck,
You guys just
fuck,
see like
ah,
Massive thing of
What the-
fire down that. As this whole thing is now like on fire, bursting into flames, you see Crimson kind of like
Oh my god.
fuck,
like
fuck,
fucking singed. Like he's
just like coughing up like sludge from like the sheer amount of like poison that was just dealt to him.
Oh my god.
Someone.
Oh fuck, that was awful.
Sit at level 3, so I create an extra 20 gallons of water, so it's 30 gallons of water going all over the fire. Hopefully that's enough.
It travels down the passageway. And you notice the flames like further down the passageway kind of like extinguish. The light just gets like dimmer and dimmer as time goes on until eventually like it's gone. You can no longer see any kind of emanations coming from deeper within the passage.
The hell.
What were you doing? Like what?
Yeah.
Someone
I
might
was
make a nature check.
I was investigating more. I was investigating more of the strange gas, and I'm out of worry that it was more of those stinky fiends.
You do notice something kind of like brushed up against of your feet. Like you look down, you see some of that mold kind of like attached to you. You're not really sure what it is. It must because you net failed.
Again, Len. You take a look at this.
Like poison? Yeah, it's poisonous. It's very poisonous. Does it tell you anything about what it is? Oh, you identify the kind of poison. This is yellow mold.
Oh no! Oh no! That's bad.
I
Oh, he's
want
cured.
to
He's
cast
fine.
protection of poison on myself.
Luster Restoration will cure this. It's
Oh, okay, never mind.
The mold just kind of harmlessly falls off.
Rest some.
Should we find another?
What was that? I didn't recognize it.
It's nasty yellow mold.
That's bad.
Ooh.
Should we venture a bit more down because I don't want to.
What does it do?
It sucks away at your existence, poisons you, and kills you from the inside. Fun stuff.
Flame go
I
extinguish.
see.
It's also
Nasty
highly
indeed.
flammable.
Yes.
Any
Well-
sunlight or any amount of fire damage instantly destroys an entire patch and spreads to others.
Yeah, and
Crimson
your whole
Shrug,
body
like-
is made out of fire, so I feel like you would just pop,
Die.
pop, 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 like pop.
Crimson shrugs and says, "Well, I think I cleared out the passage ahead, so
Mm,
Or collapsed it, depending.
well, it wasn't an explosion. It was merely traveling fire."
well, it was very loud traveling fire. I'm just glad you're okay.
Thank you. I'm grateful as well.
Wait a minute. What about the
Like-
fish bottle?
They're
Why-
sealed. They're-
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
Like, what?
I thought they would just burst.
It's
check
not
your
like-
face to make sure they're okay.
Are they okay?
There is something strange about the fish bottle, though.
Huh?
Did you always have 5?
We have created life.
Is it more than 5?
Marvelous.
They had babies.
They breeded.
Oh,
Battles,
they're
battles.
so cute.
They're even tinier,
we'll have
little
to-
tiny fish.
Oh, small they are.
We're going to have to name them all.
You are slowly making a fucking aquarium. That small bottle.
Hot.
Yep. Hmm.
I don't know.
What?
Your day comes to an end. Finish rest. You are now but a day away from the city. Oh boy.
Hi
Oh,
ho.
Close to your destination.
Hi
Oh
ho.
god.
Hi
The dark
ho.
dwarf city.
To the dark one. The city we
City
go.
where girl.
Hi ho. Hi ho. Hi ho.
So,
Bunny looks like they're suffering.
Are you okay there, bunny?
There's also suffering.
It was.
You still.
I need to. No, the song. It wasn't
Oh,
on T.
I'm sorry.
The two new Krills are going to be called Manuel and Michelle Krill.
Michelle.
Michelle.
Manuel. Michelle.
Michelle.
So far we've got Bill, Giselle, Darnell, Manuel, and Michelle.
Oh my god, that's a mouthful.
Well, yeah. It's a mouthful
Imagine
of people.
saying that 5 times fast.
No.
Should add on a couple more. Maybe Gel and Zell.
Yeah, I like that.
Giselle.
alright.
What the-
Is one already
guys-
named Giselle?
Yeah, we have Giselle, but it's Giselle with a G. It could be Giselle with a J.
I see. That's
Giselle.
wonderful. Giselle Jr. then.
Giselle Jr.
No, JJ.
As you guys proceed onwards, you begin hearing the sounds of battle further ahead.
Ah, great.
Oh.
You hear like
Oh
deep,
yeah, we rested.
deep voices of men and women, kind of like yelling out and the clashing. It sounds like steel, like against flesh, like loud hammers banging against walls. They miss, reverberating through like the stone chambers. Combined with like the impacts against these like beings they're fighting, and their cries are like otherworldly. They're like they don't sound human. They sound like completely alien in nature. They seem to make stool very. The sounds of these creatures screaming. Do you guys like venture forward to see what's going on?
I mean,
Yes.
are we like almost there, right? Like we're like at.
You're
the
like almost there to like the city, to like the
So
front.
basically,
would be.
Could we
is it-
like be sneaky about it?
Yeah,
Like,
can we just,
You guys
like-
could be if you want to. Do you guys be sneaky?
Yeah, with the ranger, I think we can be sneaky.
I will cast I got this spell specially for us. I will
Okay.
cast Passive on
Tracks.
Trace.
Yes, the +10 passive bonus to. I'm going to. Okay, Crimson, do me a favor. What's your normal stealth?
Like the modifier to it?
Yes.
8.
All right. I'm assuming everybody's average stealth roll at this current point is 10, which is the average roll, plus 10. So that passes out a trace, plus 8 because of your leader. So 28. Everyone is operating with a 28
The
stealth.
fucking
make
secret
this
agent
really
type of
fast.
shit.
Yeah, this is you guys are sneaky as fuck. As you guys proceed forward, kind of like sneaking, using Crimson's like expert tactics and
Guerrilla warfare.
knowledge on ambushing and other. Like yeah, he's fucking amazing at this. Like he's ordering you guys around, following orders. You don't feel like you're being caught out at any point. And as you guys kind of reach up to this battle, this ongoing fight, it's nearing its end. However, you notice these creatures, they're myconids, like stool, but with like large, fearsome arms with claws that are like so
God.
sharp, in fact, that like they're like they look like they could rip a normal man to ribbons. You see dark dwarves lying on the field, bloodied and like some of them ripped apart, others standing firm, battling back the myconoids, destroying them with these massive warhammers. And as this battle comes to a close, before you can even really join in, like a few blows are dealt to the myconoid. sending them into the dirt. As now the dwarves are left to tend to their wounded, and they're dead. If you're wondering what a myconoid is stool. He is a dwarf-esque myconoid. Normal myconoids look like tall mushroom men with sharp claws and other kinds of things like that.
This is bad.
Yeah.
So they're fighting
Best you
each other.
tuck stool away.
The Dark Dwarves have succeeded. They are victorious. However, they've suffered losses. You have encountered them at the end of.
Looks at store. Is he like waking?
Dude, he's fucking terrified. That he just watched his people. Like that's fucking horrifying.
Unless at the very
It's
least.
best you. Oh, it's best
You
you
guys can
tuck
make me
it
an insight check though to see who was fighting.
Yeah,
Who
who's
was more defensive and who was more like you know what I mean? If you wanted to make that really
inside
to
is
see if you can-
funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
Genlin.
never
Nice.
mind.
Genlin, you're instantly able to kind of glean like a extreme empath of sorts when the scenario calls for it. It seems like now is definitely a time where you super wanted to get a feel for who was probably fighting who here, who encountered. The myconoids were viciously rending these troops. Like they were going in. They were entering this space. They were attacking this patrol. Brutality without any mercy and slaughtering any man that got their it's with a viciousness that you've never seen from Stool. Like it's beyond what like normal nature would these creatures from what you've gathered. However, it seemed entirely natural to them. So Stool's some kind of like weird kind of
Sentient.
anomaly among the myconoids.
Like
These dwarves were defending their land. They are quite near their city. In fact, if in only like a few hours you'll be at their gates. So these myconoids were like ruthless invaders encroaching and attacking them.
I'd like to walk
monsters.
up to a wounded soldier, like with my hands up, and be like, I would like to help you. You look hurt. I can help. Hello.
Are you a healer?
Yes, I am. What do you need?
We will not deny hands. We'll take whatever. Gather our wounded. Help us.
Yes,
Any
course.
poison?
Show
You'll
me
be
the way.
greatly rewarded. Whatever
Any
gold you
poison.
need, we can supply it to you. The
Uh,
city is further ahead. We'll escort you there.
Kaito will open his
Hmm.
bag to like gestures to if you wanna come, just get in the bag.
Do you guys hide Stool? By the way.
Yeah, we fight. Yeah, we hide stool.
After
It's, yeah, like yeah.
you hide it in.
If-
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Whose bag?
I'm
will
scared
go?
Make me some medicine checks. We're gonna see how well.
I'm assuming there's like some poison. I'll be just pumping like
26.
3.
Ash is going to help you out here, so you're gonna have advantage on all these. By the way,
Roll one more time.
Ash has medicine, so you can roll again. Roll me 2 more.
Okay.
Okay, to 27. Roll me again.
Okay. Ooh, that's the worst one.
I'm tired enough to roll over. I think I'm gonna. Someone send me the sessions. Okay,
Alright,
I love you,
good-
John.
Love you, John. Good luck. Mwah.
Love you,
Yeah.
John.
Love you too, no homo though.
Okay.
Oh dear.
What time is it?
It
No, okay,
is.
I'm not-
It's time.
I'm not in session yet.
It's 11.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not when we normally end it. And then make me one more with this.
At disadvantage?
Yes. You encounter a gravely injured
Well,
soldier. who's
instead
on
of it's
brink
just
of
normal
death.
roll because like the help.
No, even this one's with disadvantage. 14. I see. Okay.
I'm willing to.
So you make it through. You're helping people. Like they have their own. It's like a motley kind of thing. Like they're desperately trying, not nearly as experienced as you, it would seem. And as you're like working through, like these wounded are getting like it seems like the increasing amount of people dealing with, like this the sheer amount, even with Ash's assistance, like she's probably acting as like your nurse. There's just so many of these injured soldiers. Like it's almost impossible to tend to them all. And by the time you get to like the end of your row, the soldier who you haven't really been able to tend to for so long, because there's so many other people who've been gravely injured that need immediate attention, he is like on death's door. He is like going to die unless you do something really hastily without any kind of assistance. You just need to, in that moment, help him, and this is the disadvantage roll. And you do. You save his life. You manage to kind of quickly stop his bleeding, give him like the recitation he needs, medicine.
Pump a max level cure wounds into him with all I got.
And he is good, and he like grasps you as he like is like barely conscious. He's like, thank you. And he like fades away, like he just goes to sleep, just exhausted.
I think by the time
This being said, though, the amount of pressure you just put on yourself, so immense, both mentally and physically taxing. You are now suffering from 2 levels of exhaustion.
Okie dokie.
But that gains a lot of favor, though. So.
Yes.
Yeah, that, and I think I'd probably help out Gimlin if he needs.
I'm like currently leaning on my walking stick.
I stuff.
You're probably like absolutely fucking tired. Asha is too. She is too suffering levels of exhaustion. Even helping you, she is also suffering.
I'm gonna bring her in for like a side hug, and if she resuscitates, then I'll just give her a big hug.
She doesn't mind giving you a big hug. That shit was fucking like that was traumatizing for her as well. She was watching men die in her arms.
Cries like,
kids are having people die in your arms. It's horrifying.
I high stool in my bag, and I'm carrying stool for the time being.
For the rest of the party is you guys are kind of like you're not in that nurse's ward. You're not in like that medical tent. You're just out and about. You see a bunch of dark dwarves just kind of like running through. Some of them like stout soldiers carrying heavy arms, like gigantic maces, shields, and javelins. Heavily armored, from toe to head, just all metal. Some of them are like these squire-esque little guys, almost gnomish looking in nature, just kind of like all of them swirling around, carrying banners and medical supplies from medical tents to medical.
Can I quickly stop one and ask, hey, what's going on? Can you guys give us an update?
As you like stop one of these little guys to try to get like a thing that's like going on, he's like, I need things to them.
All right, go.
My way. Like he like rushes past you. You get like the feeling that like while you're here, you're like existing in this camp. It feels like everything is going on around you without.
Can I make an insight check from my war veteran, like a retired soldier? See, like, like I know I might know like there might be like stocking up before, so it's an insight or history.
This would be probably a history check really quickly to see what's happening. Because you're getting a feel for like why there's so much movement in the camp. You can do it with advantage. I'll let you do because you have your background helping you.
21.
All right. I wasn't looking for very much, but that's good. In terms of like what you're able to notice, what you're able to recall, whenever like people are wounded, it isn't like a small thing. You have to tend to your wounded. You need to mend your soldiers. They need to get these people up and running as fast as possible because there's probably going to be attacks. You get the feeling this is a defensive patrol. This army has been amassed specifically to defend their homeland against like whatever threats might face them. You know what I mean? Although you do notice something else, a few things as features. It has medical tents, it has supply tents, but it also has barracks and then the high commander's tent. You're able to notice each one very proficiently. So you have a few options and places to go. You can go visit Gemlin in medical ward if you want to talk to him, or gather him up near the end of his shift to explore with him. And Asha, of course. Then you guys could rustle on over to either the supply tents, the barracks, or even go to whoever is commanding this troops tent. Those are your options. Those are your current options in terms of exploration. That's where you.
Let's let Genlin and Ashen rest. What the hell?
I mean, if they're willing to see us, I think they're quite.
I think they're.
Sorry, very cool.
They did what they could.
Do you guys want to wait until like things are more calm?
Well, can I just like if we're waiting, can I just go assist? Like just gathering supplies with my strength, like.
Yeah, sure. You can go assist them. That'll probably help out. Do you also spend your time trying to assist with gathering supplies and things like that?
Yeah, I've been trying to say. I wanted to like.
You want to help? I got you.
Yeah, like I'm pumping like because I'm guessing some of them are poison. These are fucking myconids, right? Like I'm pumping protection from poisons into who I can. Aquila and I are like doing a lot of lifting. Like they're doing a lot of lifting between us too. Like Aquila things, that kind of stuff.
Everyone who's everyone who's in Lifty group, I would like both Bunny, Kaito, and you to all make me athletics checks, please.
Oh boy.
Can
Because you guys are using
can Bunny-
physical activities.
can-
She
wait.
can do acrobatics if she'd like to.
Izzy, can I
What?
recommend you
Oh.
being the moral support?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. I
If
just.
you want to roll
Play your
persuasion on them,
tunes.
Play
or
your
even do
tunes?
performance, that might actually be very helpful.
Yeah.
Is that what you do? Would you be
Yeah,
looking at this
yeah.
and being like, I can't help physically, but I am really good playing a sweet
Yeah, like, I
Well-
think Bunny would definitely be in the sense of, like, trying to raise spirits. Like,
do me a quick favor, do me a performance check. I need Kaito to do athletics, please.
Let me do
These are all with
Bunny,
advantage because of your
so-
MP.
Oh, advantage? Fuck yeah.
Oh, Kenny,
Yeah. So 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
could I change what I wanted to do?
Yikes.
I thought of something better. Oh,
wait a
Uh,
second. That doesn't. Give me a sec.
That's
That's
a
a
plus.
big yikes.
That's a +5. Wait, did
Level
you?
2.
That doesn't look right. No.
Did it
No, it
be
doesn't
like
look right.
at 7?
Performance is +1. No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
That is wrong.
What's.
Um,
Yeah, what's going on? Something's kind of.
Your
your
proficiency
proficiency
should be
modifier is low.
+3, so that's a 9 instead, but you just rolled 2 dead. I'm gonna say that roll's kind of weird. I'm gonna roll it for you.
Yeah, it's a +5.
That's a sus roll. That's like a weird
Oh, why
sus
is it
roll.
+5?
Sus.
I'm gonna do it myself. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of low for
Yeah,
me.
that's odd. Okay,
There we
that's
go.
weird.
That's
Wait, is your
better.
level
The
set
fact
to
that
like
they're both the
6 or
same and they
set-
both have broken modifiers is what kind of makes me weird. I think Roll20 glitched there, Sonny. We're gonna ignore that one.
Okay.
is your guys' level set set to the right one? Like, is it 6?
No, it's correct. Her sheet's correct. It was
Yeah.
something with.
Ah.
Yes. There is no proficiency. There is none. Not even level 1 do you get +1 proficiency. It's not how that works. It's set
You
level.
just get a mod,
2,
like a
3, and then
modifier.
4, and etc. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
that's 14 instead. Yeah, you guys are all able to do your thing. You all help out around the camp. Kaito, you kind of like rush in, helping out those little guys and kind of like getting in there. Oh wait, you didn't roll me athletics,
got
you
it.
big fucking dumb. I hate you.
Oh.
Holy shit!
I was gonna give me
Yeah,
that.
you really help. Did you like fucking take those things away from rushing them faster than?
If I need to like do a rage,
Hey,
like
Chris,
lift
remove a
people-
level of exhaustion. Remove a level of exhaustion. Your supplies are getting to you fast enough to keep
Oh,
up.
let's go.
Let's go.
Big Inosuke energy.
I only suffering from 1 level of exhaustion. That's way better.
Oh yeah, my speed is.
Did I
I
change
got
my-
member in my legs.
What was that? What would you want to change? What you were doing?
Basically, because like the lifting task, that would be like Aquila, but what I want to do is like different. So I want to know if I could.
All
make that
count
a-
Aquila as their own person.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
you rolled a 10. What do you do?
So sorry. That was Aquila, bro.
Yeah,
No.
it's advantage, right?
It is advantage, so whatever you're gonna do, you can roll again.
Okay, this is on Aquila's sheet, by the way.
19, nice. Okay.
But as for what I want to do, like if I'm guessing there's leftover like myconid patches as well as just corpses and stuff. I'm going around and just burning through like produce flame, just like
like
destroying
burning
all
the
the
bodies.
spores and everything out. You know, like making sure there's like no infection or things left behind.
Spores
Because
will like.
Because like I can literally like I can cast this as much as I want, as much as I need to. So I'm, like,
Sterilize
You're like
everything.
sterilizing. You're spending
Yeah.
time sterilizing. Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense to me. And then as Aquila's helping out carrying supplies, and that Bonnie, you're playing music. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Even though you're going through a lot of like your physical exhaustion wasn't bad because you didn't have to rush out the yourself. In terms of mental exhaustion, you
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end of the day you felt fucking so depressed after like some of these men probably like, perished. You just couldn't get to them, but then you hear the sound of a familiar player,
Oh wait,
Yeah,
I
he's-
can do something.
and her music reaches you. Chris.
Wow.
Remove another level of exhaustion. You can play a song if you'd like to.
What kind of
Right.
song
Do it,
would
Izzy.
you like?
I just realized I could probably use Song of Rest.
Hey, you could.
is it
That would
audible,
benefit
or is-
everybody in the camp because they can all hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. I'll just keep it in mind. But yeah, remove another level of exhaustion. You're not at 0.
Hmm.
Look at that. Your friends helped alleviate your. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
The horrors of war don't seem so bad as long as you're suffering.
Not suffering alone here, friend.
And so, your shift comes to an end. Other surgeons are taking over, doing exactly what you were doing, performing aptly. And you are kind of like finally free to go explore the camp itself. You
Gellin,
guys have helped.
welcome back.
It seems you guys have like earned respect from quite a lot of the troops. A lot of them kind of like look to you, like give nods. Some of them salute in a kind of like strange way. They like put their feet together and then kind of stand out almost and like make a strange resembling that of like an earthen root kind of at you. From what you understand, it means like that you show strength and resilience. They're showing that to you as well.
Oh,
You are the special one. Keep fighting and be great. Because you're all great. Good job, everyone. We did a good job today. And we will
Well-
continue doing a good job. I'm Genlin, by the way. Hello. I didn't get to introduce myself.
well, it's not over. We should talk to the commander. What the hell's...
Yeah, it was really.
I believe I
Ah.
remember something that was mentioned. One of the demons that had been appearing was the Lord of all Mushrooms, the demonic one.
Oh.
Likely they
Wait.
were here. This was their doing, undoubtedly.
Your memory
Do you guys
always
approach the,
stuffs me with how good it is.
Do you guys approach the master of the warband's tent? The commander of this
Probably
troop?
at this point, yeah.
Nice. He has 2 guards in the front, but you guys have helped out some bother stop. Just kind of like let you go in if you want. They give you like a salute.
I salute back.
You may proceed.
No need to salute.
Thank you.
I shake his hand. Oh, it's nice to
Oh, they
meet
give
you.
you a hand. It's a strange custom to them, but they give you a handshake.
Usually we hug, but I have my clothes are kind of bloody right now, so
just like bloody hand. Just-
I mean, like if you wanted a hug, you like go in for it. They
Nah,
give a big fucking dwarf hug to you, but it's not. It's gonna be barely and like it's lots of slapping.
yeah, I'm just gonna save him because I doubt these war people get to shower all that often. So
Oh, they're
I'm just
also
gonna-
probably
they sneak.
they're clad in heavy armor. Probably
If-
smelling gym.
if he wants a hug, like does
He wouldn't
seem like
initiate.
does he
he
seem like he
wouldn't
needs a hug though? Like low key,
No.
like has it been rough?
He looks happy enough. He looks is how I would describe him. He has the proud look of an honest soldier.
I love that from him. I make the handshake firm then. No hugs, just firm handshake.
He gives you a big firm handshake. He squeezes just as much as you to match your custom. And if it becomes a contest,
No, don't. You're gonna make another liver spot. Please don't do that.
Then you become the students.
You're great. Don't forget that. Let's head in.
So you head in. At the head of this group is a man kind of clad in this armor, although his headdress is kind of regal in appearance. It's blackened iron, kind of tinted with gold. Like he's wearing like a red velvet cloak, like wrists of like different kinds of feathers and stuff on his headdress. Looks like it looks almost like kind of like a crown in how much it's adorned. Although he is definitely just like a commander of massive army you've like encountered. He kind of just like is observing his notes and things like that, looking over a whole bunch of different tactical things. Nothing you can really make out upon first glance. And he kind of looks up at you as you enter. Ah, the outsiders. Hello, greetings.
Greetings, Commander.
It's good to meet you.
It's good to meet you as well. I didn't expect to find a fully trained medical staff within the cave, just traveling around. It's nice to bolster our forces with.
It was a stroke of fortunate luck. we've been exploring the Underdark and attempting to find and enter the city for a long time. I wish we could have come sooner and helped out, but I'm glad we arrived when we did.
Indeed. Thank you very much. What does that sound?
What sound?
Oh, I'm being called on Steam.
What?
Called on.
You can call people on Steam?
You can. It's for like voice chat. Yeah, but
I call it Izzy on Steam, you know?
Bro, I wouldn't even be able to hear or pick it up. All you'd hear is probably a fart noise.
Busy shitting. Please come back later.
massive, massive.
Massive dookie time. Please call later.
Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. My girlfriend was messaging me.
That's gay.
Is she
She
good?
demands I give her head pats later. So.
So
There's
what's the
that.
situation, sir?
Well, it's fair enough I tell you. It's being beset by mushrooms.
Are they the force of the Mushroom Lord? I forget its name, but
Observe yourself, please. Like he shows you like these intricate kind of things. From what you're able to like tell as he's like explaining it and showing you what all these different mean. It essentially looks like a really big map, kind of like the one that you tunnels before. It is like an exact. It is just like of these ones like, city. There are like strategic points, kinds of patrol set up. Massive kind of like armies of myconoid creatures, like along choke points that are all. They are if there was any kind of like besiege, that like by definition that's what they are holding the city hostage. Like they're all around. You've encountered one of those choke points. They are like being held hostage by mushrooms everywhere.
From the map,
Just
from the choke one, can I find like, in quote, a source?
they're all just kind of like snake back into as you're kind of trying to look at the source. It all does kind of lead back to a massive sprawling under this massive complex of like tunnels, all which are like incredibly large in size and scale. One that could probably house a city itself, although like they don't have any documentation there. They just understand that there's caves there.
Seems like the mortem in that location.
An excellent observation. This is where they would all be coming from. However, we have no means of actually pushing back to foul number far greater than ours.
They look
barely holding on as it is. And
they look different than the micros that.
Ones that are further, the further you go in, the nastier.
I see. Might I ask your name?
I have to.
How do you pronounce this name? .com.
How do I pronounce your name?
Love you guys. I am serviceable. HBC. What is your name?
I'm kidding.
Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton.
Oh my.
I
And
cheated
there's
on
a
my
million
wife.
things you haven't done. Oh my god. God damn it.
Sort of.
I am Krakus. It's very nice to meet you.
Fracas.
Krakus, it's a pleasure. Crimson, Order of the Drake Ones. These are my companions.
Ah, another one of you.
Oh, right.
Oh, you familiar with the
The other one has the king's ear. It's nice to see another one, I suppose.
Yes.
Can I insight is
Oh,
he being
nice.
like genuine or is there some like
Insight. Go on ahead.
11?
Some vague kind of tension.
I give like Crimson like a little stare like, you know, like
came in with knowledge. He's the one who helped us set up all these choke point things, set up strategic places to defend our city from, aside from our gates. It's definitely helped. I'm not gonna lie. Although, he makes some extraordinary demands. He wants us to push away from our city for some reason, pursue the drow further deep within. Strange.
I see. That does sound a lot like him. Now, I'm here for different reasons. You need not worry about
Do
that.
you have another box?
What?
A box?
He brandishes a kind of blackened, ornate box all the time. Is that something that you have as well?
Oh, Crimson, is that the thing that you've been carrying around with?
Sure. I wanna,
Actually, no,
like-
you don't have. You have nothing like that.
Oh, never mind.
Right? Can I like rack my mind to like remember, see what he's talking about, or
There you have no fucking clue.
Yeah, the
Crimson shakes his
box.
head. He is far higher in the order than I. It is not something I'm privy to.
I see.
So I'm guessing that your
Or
city is
not.
in.
I've come here to lend my additional assistance, as well as seek him out.
He's been asking for a strike force.
Oh, we're the one, I guess.
That's if you're help. That's if you're wanting to help a Drake.
Say that again? You cut out, Kenny.
That's if
Yeah.
you're willing to help the Drake Ward.
Crimson, aren't you part of the Great Grove? Or you're not
Yes.
unicorn, right?
Make no mistake, you're not under my command. You may have helped us, but that doesn't mean I'm leading you. You're free to
No.
do as you will. I wish you no harm. Will I? You're free to act as your own. I will allow you entrance into the city.
That's a start.
Thank you. Might I ask where I can find the other Drake Warden?
You'll find him in the palace.
Palace.
Take these with you. He's gonna offer you some documentation. Just like a bunch of it's a bunch of like legal jargon. Just a lot of it like being said that like I, Captain Krakus, hereby allow these people inside the city
Fucking hall pass.
passage to like such and such. It's a hall pass. Add official paperwork to your thing. You guys have earned a pass into the city essentially. For hard.
Question.
Thank you.
By any chance, have you met a friendly Micronoid once?
Not a single one of them is friendly. They're all devilish and evil.
Really? We've encountered fairly neutral ones, so seeing them like this is
They
very
only attack
odd.
when in great numbers. You see a few that won't. They're not going to take you on if they don't think they're actually able to fight you. See, they'll pretend to be nothing. They'll pretend to be like inanimate objects. They'll pretend to just be mushrooms, part of cave fixtures, disguise themselves. They're clever. They're not dumb. They're smart. They know how to pick their fights as well as make a good fight out of themselves. They took down men clad in heavy armor without even one was brandishing a weapon and carrying armor themselves. I imagine they'd be a force that. Luckily, it doesn't seem like they have such interest in. They just rush at you. It's all piss and vinegar when it comes down to it.
Indeed.
Smart and cunning in approach, but then when it actually comes to execute, fumble.
But I'm guessing that if we go in that cave, the more intelligent they are, more fighters.
And the more brute force they offer. Expect
you found
ambushes
any-
and brutal force to be something that you're going to have to contend with. Mushrooms of massive size and scale, all somehow getting the sneak up on you and then probably ripping your head off.
Have you located any weaknesses of theirs?
None.
How about fire? Have you tried that?
Some of them are. Some of them don't even are not even bothered by it. They adapt. They
Wow.
change.
Concerning. But
Whatever we can
I
offer them,
expect-
they have an answer. Although the good news is they can't always have an answer, which is good. We just have to keep changing and adapting as they do it.
I look at Crimson. I think we
good.
have a small. I think I have an idea. But let's go to the. Let's go to the city before. But I think.
Yeah.
I'd offer
One of
you
my
supplies and gold, but I'm low on both.
Yeah.
I think that'll be
No,
fine.
keep it. You are far more in need of it than I. Or than
Most
us.
definitely.
I can offer you papers and passage in my word. That's about it.
That's the greatest thing.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
I think
Indeed.
here's where I'm going to end session. Take care
Yay.
of the
No!
dog and a few other things.
Oh
Little
wow.
chores. Hey, Gio, what's up?
I came in
Just in
Damn.
time.
I was
I'm not gonna
ready
be able
to
to linger.
listen in.
I have to go.
Like,
guys-
so just